bad very easily.
Fresh having flashbacks of fighting Peanut.
Sometimes it's rough. Sometimes it's not rough.
Oh, did Peanut like whoop one of your asses?
No. I've never lost to him, but I've lost games to him.
Got it. Yeah, no, he's good. Alright. I remember playing him a summon. That felt very bad for him, but it's also like... It could have been winnable. Alright. Starting off... Oh, let me actually do this thing.
That's a good idea.
Alright, so what should the mid tier be? I was gonna say... Mid-tier. There we go.
Oh!
No, just for the clickbait. Fine.
Oh,
No, mid-tier's fine. Go for it. Yeah.
There we go. Thank you. See?
I give it up.
Let's do +2. Easy dub. Or I'd say...
Not easy, but it's definitely much better.
Heavily min favored.
I can have my brain turned off against a lot of +2s.
Facts.
Yeah. +1. We can get outplayed. Because I feel like +2s, it's like you have to play really bad to get outplayed. Like you have to be playing bad. Where it's like +1s is gonna be like the characters that wouldn't outplay you. 0 is gonna just be even, blah blah blah. Actually, -1 is gonna be losing but winnable. And then -2 is just gonna be like get a counter pick.
Yeah.
Alright, so right off the bat. I think Banjo's just pretty easily +1, right? Any disagreements?
Yeah, it's cool.
Whoa! Yeah, I'd say that.
Okay.
Oh.
I was about to say, hold on, where are we disagreeing on Banjo?
On Banjo? Oh, no.
It's gonna be a long day.
Not on Banjo. He's kind of easily campable.
Yeah. And I feel like Megawatt actually just punches through his eggs too easily. So you can't really...
Yeah, it does really well.
It's like ironically not a Ram matchup. So it like might be annoying if the Mimic player doesn't realize that, but yeah, just Megawatt, you just can't do much about it. I know people are gonna think I'm wrong, but I think Bayo's even? Arguably Mimin wins, but more likely even.
I personally think that it's +1. Mostly because the only thing that Bayo can really do is try to Witch Time Arms timing. Otherwise, the Min really controls all of the stage, and Bayo gets destroyed off stage. Like, if they're trying to come back, they can't snap ledge with up B. It's very predictable to read side Bs with Ram 2 framing, and overall, it's really hard for them to get back, and they just die easily.
Yeah. I would also add that, like, she has lots of hitting us when we down tilt, so we can kind of spam that a lot. She gets, like, messed up by grabs because of her bats within stuff. So, like, Nair, like, grab is pretty good on her. And generally just, like, grabbing her landings.
Yeah. So are we putting her in +1 or sticking in even?
I'm honestly down to put her in +1. What do you think, Pink?
+1's fine.
Alright, wow.
Alright.
Bowser, okay, Bowser's actually low-key even.
Yeah,
no.
I don't like Bowser.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No.
What? Okay, what are you saying, Pink?
No.
Say no one more time.
Like, Bowser's so I don't get it. Like, I don't know. Maybe I just have to play Leon. Like, but then I wonder, like, is that a Bowser thing or is that a Leon thing?
Like, when I fight
It's
Leon...
probably a Leon thing.
It's probably a Leon thing.
I've only fought Leon.
I just find that, like, his up B is actually hard for us, like, to frame. Like, down to doesn't hit heavy up Bs while hugging the wall. And that makes edge guarding him really annoying.
Use Dragon?
Even with, like, Dragon. He can actually hug the wall with up B and it doesn't hit him.
You can do it with Megawatt, too.
Megawatt 2 framing is so funny.
I never get that. But I feel like it's... I think you have to, like, down smash his up B to hit it somewhat consistently, and even then... And, like, in neutral, he, like, just jumps over stuff, and, like, we have to, like, really, like, outguess, like, what he's gonna do. And, like, even when we nair him at lower percents, doesn't do much. So, like, at, like, low percents, he kind of just runs at us, jumps, presses a button, and it's, like, up to us to not mess up consistently, which is so scary when we get hit once we get, like, caught in spot where he goes, like, you know, nair, or, like, grab, and it's, like, nair, and it's, like, fair, and it's just, like, well, we might just die.
Ledge versus Bowser, I mostly just give up completely on trying to 2-frame and go for more of a ledge trap with Megawatt and Dragon. Trying to catch jumps with Dragon angled up and then trying to catch roll or neutral get up with Megawatt. It works a lot because of Bowser's big hurt box, and it's very effective. So I think that's what really doesn't make it losing, kind of just that. But overall, I think it's even in terms of neutral and how fast he is and how he's too big and he can't go in the center of Ram Ram, which is really nice, by the way. But overall, it's just nice.
So yeah, he's a big body, so that helps a lot. Like, there's definitely, yeah, the big body factor. The fact that, like, and when he's at high percent especially, like, Ram Ram Nair, like, sets up absurd combos on him, too.
Yeah, and low percent Megawatt Nair can 0 to death him. It can even frame trap really easily.
Yeah, you can do that. It's just, can't make one mistake. And also, up BS shield's annoying because, like, we're so slow. If we try landing on top with Nair, he can, like, actually just run up shield and up BS really easily. It's hard to land versus that.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so unless Pink is, like, a really, like, compelling argument, I think we agree it's just even.
Or we'll give it even.
Even, but noted that Pink does not agree. Alright, Bowser Jr., it's probably +2, right?
I do think that's winning. We can out-camp him really easily. All he has is side B to approach, really, and we can read that. And his up is predictable as well, and if he gets hit once by Ram Ram, he can't recover well.
Yeah. I feel like this is a bad character that hates characters at camp, and hey, we're Min.
Yeah. What do you think, Pink?
So, +2?
Only time I've ever played is Yoda Cage and Friendlies, and it didn't feel awful for Bowser Jr., but also have no idea what Bowser Jr. is doing. But I felt like I knew she won, but I didn't know, like, how much she won.
And that, like, you didn't know the matchup, and you're still bodying him, so that sounds like a +2 to me.
Yeah, if you don't know the matchup and you're still winning against a professional of their character, it's probably a good matchup for you.
Alright, Byleth. I think Byleth is almost +2, but it's like...
I think Byleth is easily +2.
I think easily?
Yeah, easily.
Honestly, yeah, that's fair.
It probably
Leo
is,
won't even go Byleth versus me. Like, he won't
go Byleth versus me either, yeah.
Even if friendly, he's like, please play not Mimmin, because I don't want to fight that matchup.
Yeah, that's literally what he says. He's like, I'm not doing it. It's, like, awful. I'm like,
I think the only thing they have is that their tether can reach long, and we can't two-frame that.
Yeah.
I mean, you just go off stage and, like, hit him with the tilt. Like, it's fine.
Yeah. Or, like, Min can still ledge trap Byleth, which is, like, how Byleth gets out of a lot of disadvantaged situations. Like, they'll, like, do the stall thing, but you can't stall against Min, so she just hits him anyway.
Yeah, it's like, if Byleth gets us in disadvantage, alright, she got it, but, like, she has to work hard for that, and it's just not good. Okay. Yeah, she really is. And then we outrange her, that's the main thing, is outranging Byleth is, like...
And mad slow.
Yeah. Like, we're basically the same speed, but we have more range. And we hit a little bit weaker than Byleth, but we hit more reliably and set edge guards just as well, if not better. Alright, Falcon. I actually think Falcon is even. It's kind of like fighting Fox, where, like, yeah, we have the range and the neutral and stuff, but we get hit once. And especially with Falcon, we get hit once and we might just die.
Like, I have surprisingly little Falcon experience. I've only fought, like, a few online, but not a single one offline with Min, and so I can't really say anything on how the matchup is. I've
just fought Fatality a lot on Yuzu, and, like, it always is, like, I beat him in neutral, and I get, like, these crazy, like, combos, like, tech chases. He gets bodied by tech chase up because he's a fast faller.
Yeah.
And he gets edge guard pretty easily, but, like, then I mess up once. He blocks an arm, he does block arm, jump over me, and, like, I don't hit him, or I block something, or whatever, he hits me with a Nair, or hits my show with a Nair, and suddenly it's party time for him, and I'm just like, well, Nair, like, grab, Nair, I'm off stage, Nair, I can't do much, or, like, up air string as I take a lot of damage, I get combo into knee because it's min, or I get frame trapped off from knee, and it's just, like, you actually can't afford to even let the Falcon, like, jump on you with a Nair.
Yeah. I'll give it up.
Right, I'd say even.
I think Crom's pretty much out of favor. I feel like Crom just isn't good enough character.
Yeah, I think we can agree that it's just our favor right away.
But Roy, let's go to Roy.
It's harder.
Yeah.
It's much harder.
I wouldn't be surprised if we lose, to be honest, because, like...
Give it even.
Yeah, I want to say even, but, like, it feels, like, hard. Like, it feels like with, like, Cola, for example, that, like, he's just so fast with his frame data and movement that sometimes, like, you don't get a chance to press buttons as Min, and they just get killed super early, which shouldn't happen to Min.
There is an argument that we lose to Roy, but I think it's actually even just because, yes, Roy can do a lot of stuff to us and kill us very fast. But we can do the same thing to Roy because one, he's a fast faller, and two, he's a swordy. But we just automatically have more range than him.
Yeah, it's one of those matchups also where like Megawatts are really useful because you get on our face a lot. But like we just Megawatt and it's like suddenly scary for him. Where it's if you play too much like
Nair has more range. Megawatt Nair has more range than a lot of his moves.
What'd you say?
I said Megawatt Nair has more range than a lot of Roy's moves, so it's really easy to space it.
Yeah, I just find that you need to use it a lot more than like say Ram because he's too fast for Ram's range to be that useful.
Yeah.
All right, I think we beat Cloud, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
It's like kind of the same as Chrom. Yeah, essentially.
A better character, but like it doesn't matter much. Kind of same issues. Okay, so I fought Shattuck at Lotad City. I have like no Corrin experience, and I destroyed him. That to me tells me it's a +2 matchup. I was just autopiloting. Like, I was like, I just autopilot kind of his habits, grab him, back throw him, and Corrin just off stage dies to back throw so easily. Like, okay.
I honestly don't think I've fought a single Corrin in my life. They're so rare.
They're so rare, but the character is so, like, mediocre. But it's, like, so slow. Not bad, but mediocre.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can put him there.
Oh, we kind of body Peach.
We really body. I would say +2.
It might be a +2, low key.
I don't want to say +2 only because, like, Peach can basically just block us, pull out Turnip, and then, like, if we ever get close to her with, like, Nairs, if she gets, like, one parry, she gets so much damage off of that.
Edge guarding is rough.
Yeah, she can edge guard us, and also, like, she can, like, use, like, her Nair just, like, float through our attack sometimes, also playing Megawatt base. Which then she can like use her airspeed and like floats to bait us out. So it's like we win. But I feel like she has counterplay to us.
Yeah, I fought a Peach named Razzo quite a bit. We beat him every time we fought, but I would say that's really, really, really hard for them to get in. Like, it'd be really difficult for us to mess up like our spacing with Ram or Megawatt or however we do it. It's just so destructive on how much they can't get in and how Megawatt can just push them all the way back to the beginning from one straight hit. And we can also tether cancel to stall off stage, and they can't really do anything about that since their float doesn't last forever.
Yeah. You know, I can give it the +2, that's fine. I'm not gonna... Whenever I fight Peach players, I just go mid and I laugh, so that's fair enough. I would say we +2 Dark Pit. If it wasn't for the fact that, like, he can legit grab us once. Nair string us and kill us. So it's probably just a +1.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Floaty, we can edge guard him and 2-frame easily because of his up B.
Yep, not the best range. We can
punch +1.
Yeah, +1. Alright. Now, okay, Diddy Kong. I think Pink and me are probably both on the... I'm on the -2 train.
Yeah, same.
-2? Oh,
same.
God.
It is brutal.
This match sucks.
Oh, gosh. Okay. I have a lot of explaining to do, don't I?
Okay, what Diddy Kongs have you played, first of all? Just so I know like where your experience is coming from.
I fought mainly Dakpo.
Offline?
Offline, of course.
Okay.
So, I can say that if we grab Banana once, it's basically their stock. They just lose. And I don't think that that's just a matchup thing. I think that's a Megawatt thing. Because I would always have Megawatt when I grab Banana, and I would just be able to destroy them. I don't think most minions use Megawatt in that matchup effectively because they're like, oh, Ram can get their recovery and combo them easily. But Megawatt's actually much better in the matchup. It beats out a lot of their moves and outspaces everything they have. Megawatt Nair can outspace their back air, forward air, up air, everything that they have. And best of all, I just love up smash reflecting the banana. It's very funny.
I think I can avoid that, but I see your points because like his moves aren't particularly high damage, so Megawatt smashes especially would just punch through everything he does.
Yeah, and they have to really rely on banana to get combo starters besides just running up and like trying to nair us, and that can become predictable, and we can just nair them back with Megawatt. And offstage is really bad for them. It's very easy to 2-frame with Ram. 2-framing with Ram is just deadly to them because the up B will send them all the way to the blast zone right away.
Really? I've seen Diddy Kong players just kind of like should move around up B or like up B like high and like take the hit but then just get back to stage.
They could, but then they're off stage again, so...
We have to like know they're gonna go on stage though. We have to like read it as opposed to react.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. Like,
And if that's their only option, it's pretty easy to do that.
I also feel like he can just kind of like run around, like not even throw a banana, like run around, block, just jump. Because we can't really grab him because he's so fast. He can just run, jump, and start hit him in the air.
yep.
And then just toss a banana over us. And like if you reflect when he's jump banana tossing, it just whiffs. Or like if you like block, he's in your face. I can see
like,
the Mega Watt is really useful though. I could see it being winnable. I could see it being winnable.
The thing is that when you also have banana, you can very easily condition the Diddy to shield a lot, like run up shield, because they'll always expect an arm, and they don't know that you can grab when you have banana. So what I do is I short hop, I Z-drop banana, and I immediately fall down and grab. And that's an instant, grab into back throw or forward throw into whatever I want. And they then are scared when I have banana and are too scared to shield because I can grab them. It's very easy to start conditioning Diddy hard when you have banana in your hand.
How do you get a disadvantage besides hoping that Diddy Kong messes up? I feel like,
how do you get off the ledge?
Yeah, like,
how do I get off the ledge?
You're in that spot, you just lose if they don't mess up.
Mostly just start tether canceling and stalling off stage for as long as I can. And I would use Ram, F-tilt, and Nair to try to catch their jumps if they're trying to do Z-drop, banana, down air, or just place the banana down to catch a roll or anything like that. It's mostly positional.
We definitely still lose, but I can see it being dual. I can see maybe -1 for that.
All right, here's the thing. I can give it -1 only on the sole fact that it doesn't feel as bad as Pikachu and Sheik.
It's funny because when we get to Pikachu, I don't even think it's that bad as we talked about before at Smash.
Yeah,
I know we're getting to that later. But we were both playing friendlies with Esam, and you saw me just showing you how to play it.
What?
Anyway, we'll get to that later. Alright, DK. Low-key only
+2,
+1?
I'd say.
What? It is the freest matchup in the game.
So free. What?
It's so free.
I feel like versus DK though, if like he's so fast, the dash attack's such a nice burst option. Like if you jump and he just hits you, he just kills you.
This is like one of the only matchups that I.
Wait, did you say he's fast? Wait, what?
Yeah, DK's actually pretty fast.
Fast, but Ram just demolishes him, and his dash attack is the only thing that can clank with Ram. It doesn't even beat it out. And then we have a second arm.
You can also like just kind of go for like raw up B sometimes, but that's a bad option. I just want those matchups where it's like I feel like all these +2s are characters don't even like kill us with hits that well. Where DK like hits us, we might just die, but whatever. It is definitely in his favor. So
the only thing that he has is if he grabs you at the ledge, then you probably die.
Even mid-stage, he gets like an up throw like Nair into like up air, he can just start backing you in. But he does have to get close to us as a big character who gets hit and dies. That's fair.
He can't recover. Like, he's not like Bowser. Like, if he's off stage, he's probably dead.
Alright, fair. Doc? I actually don't have much Doc experience, but I imagine it's +2.
+2, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay,
hold on. Okay.
Who plays those characters? Like, what?
Like, the thing, the way I see it is, it's like, Mario's clearly a +1. And it's like, in that case, Doc probably has to be +2, because how is he getting close up to hit us?
We'll get to Mario later, but yes, Doc is +2.
So, do you disagree at all, Pink, or just...
Oh, no, I just have not... I've never played Bacon, which is weird. Like,
honestly, maybe I should make a mystery tier, because none of us know.
I'm down for that, but...
You can?
You can, but... It's
when you
better,
think about it, Doc really loses. Like, his recovery sucks, he's slow,
we could just say
he only
+1,
has
we don't know
back
for
air.
sure it's +2.
Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, we don't know, like, for sure. Just to be safe, we'll say, hey, it might be winnable.
We can heavily outcamp Duck Hunt.
Yeah, Duck, this matchup sucks.
Yeah, like, that's so easy.
Like, legit, I remember playing this matchup the first time versus a player named Zane, who, like, actually does well in my region.
Oh, Zane's good, yeah.
Yeah, and, like, my first time playing with, when I first started playing Mimic offline, so my Mimic was still, like, very, like, not clean for offline. I just demolished him. I just kind of did Ram, and was through, like, all of his stuff. Hits him, he can't set up, he gets outranged, he died. Like, Heavier started trade with his can very well. I'm just like, wow, there's nothing he could do besides hope we don't know what we're doing in the matchup. Okay. Falco.
Oh god, can we skip over Falco?
Why?
No, we can't skip Falco.
Wait, why? What's going on?
Okay? I'm scarred from Larry, okay? I don't know how it is to get almost reverse 9 stock.
It's
I don't know.
I
don't know if it's even or +1.
It's like I feel like his jump height is really annoying. Like we can't even like, challenge it with like I know I played Tilly a lot in the matchup, and it's like we can't even challenge his like jumps with like nairs or up smashes because we're just not fast enough. Combined with how high he goes, and like having the multi-hit falling aerials that lead to like grabs and like guaranteed like 0 to 80s on us that set up edge guards because he has lingering multi-hit fair and air and laser to like make us have to air dodge and stop us off stage. It's like it's another one of those we get hit we die matchups, but on a character that's kind of small, can avoid us, has a laser so he can't just like mindlessly swing, and has a burst option with side B and dash attack, and it's like ooh.
You're kind of giving an argument for it being -1.
Yeah, but then like it's still Falco. Like, he has to kind of jump in for the approach. Like, jump in or commit to like a dash attack, side B, dash grab. Like he has to commit to the approach, which is good for Min Min, of course, especially because he gets like Falco'd. He's a spacey, and he's not exactly fast. Also, like, he has like bullshitted by Min Min. Like I mean bullshitted, and like he still can't outrange us. Like if we like know where he's gonna jump, and we nair, we will like beat his hitboxes for sure. We will up smash him. We will like Megawatt and just like even like I think Megawatt like forward tilt punches through his multi hits because they're also individually weak. So it's like he really hates being near us for sure.
I would be fine with even. I think I just lose to them because I suck at the matchup.
Yeah.
Larry's good at the matchup too.
He's played a lot with Rich Brown.
Yeah.
All right, Fox.
Okay.
This
Pink,
I was watching you actually.
Here.
I was actually watching you Pink versus Light on stream today, and that looked like fine. It looked like
It was fine. Light just beat my ass.
Yeah, like it looked like there was a couple things where it's like you just beat your ass, a couple decisions.
It looked like it wasn't horrible at all. Like
I think it's even.
I can legit. It feels really bad when you're losing, but when you're doing fine, it feels really good for Min Min because like Fox just get Fox.
He's a fast faller and his recovery is too frameable. So I would say that after watching your set, it's even.
Yeah, it feels even or slight losing, but I want to lean towards even just because like he has to commit to something to get in, and that's always bad versus Min when you commit something you don't even zero that there.
And like his horizontal his airspeed isn't that crazy. So like if he's not getting in without like a dash attack or just like a dash grab or something like that, provided like you don't just whiff like a max range like arm throw or something like that, it's pretty hard for him to get in.
Yeah, and even when he does get in and he starts back air spamming you when you're at ledge, down tilt is a really good option to escape that.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
did it once in your game, and you actually hit him and beat out the back air completely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
But Light thinks Fox wins. I just think Light just kind of cooked me.
Like he definitely did. Like there was.
That's just
the only
godlike.
thing I'm sus
Yeah, exactly.
about
Light's just not good.
is like he hits your shield and like he hits Min Min's shield. You just actually don't have options. Like you get just bodied. And that's a bit of a problem because you're forced
You don't
to
have any
attack a
fast
lot
out of
or
shields.
just shield and pray. Yeah, he messes up, and that feels really bad.
But that's
Like,
like most of her matchups, to be fair.
Yeah,
Like,
it's especially noticeable with Fox because he's so fast on the ground.
Yeah.
He's just, like, and like his fastball sass, he does like jump at us, bait something out, double jump. We show it's like shit. But I can agree even. But if this ends up being a losing matchup, I'm not gonna be surprised in the slightest.
oh my losh.
Just
Oh my. Justice
it on
is
+2.
in my chat also thinking that Diddy wins. Like, get away. I mean, no, the Diddy loses. Get away.
All right,
like,
no. Move on. Ganondorf.
Get away.
Anyway, Ganondorf +2, right?
That's actually like the freest +2. It's actually really
Yeah, we can just call it.
Okay,
+2.
moving on. I think
Ninja sucks.
Greninja,
sucks.
this feels like a losing matchup for sure. Not awful.
Ninja sucks.
I don't think it sucks, but it's annoying as hell because he just kind of like. It's hard to hit him with like Ram. He's just so mobile, but like
He can
Megawatt's
jump
so
around so well.
because he's not fast in the air. He's a fast faller. Megawatt once can punch through stuff, and then like he fast fall like it's comboed. He's pretty easy to edge guard surprisingly, and like he's kind of a character that even though he has shurikens, he can't camp us out. So he's gonna have to approach with his frame data and it's very linear approach game, but
right.
we do get caught by
Still a
like dash
very
grab,
good
down
approach.
throw, like bear into we can't land, or nair into like
Yeah.
up smash we can't land, and backer just ruins our life.
I would say that Megawatt is better in the matchup for catching everything he has, But overall, Greninja is really fast and can get in quite easily against Min if the Min like whips a single arm. Then they have a lot less options to do versus the Greninja coming at them.
And like his entire game plan is like whiff punishing people, and that's why Min's like one of the bigger issues in some matchups is whiffing, and especially if he tries to like jump Nair, and Greninja doesn't just jump at us. It's hard to hit a grounded Greninja with Nair because he's just not gonna fall for it. I feel like.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, -1?
Yeah, -1. All right, we just beat Hero. I just.
I think it's mine. Yeah,
I do think that we
it's
beat Hero.
Yeah, +1. That's it.
Yeah, definitely not +2. I think Hero getting a Accelerato is like good enough because we're also Mimis. We can't like just force an approach. We have to like kind of more poke him out, and that's fine.
Yeah, we can also reflect everything he has.
Yeah, but that's like if they mess up, and they could not side B, which is a big deal. But I do like agree, like reflecting his projectiles otherwise is really nice. We can just kind of near him when he's jumping because he's not fast in the air and his frame data is slow. But like we can't mess up too much because side B kind of edge guards us pretty easily, and then like, I don't want to get near him sometimes.
I've never played this in my life.
This is super free.
Just right away. This is so free.
This is super free.
To it.
Honestly, I feel like Ike's another super free matchup. It's like he's Hero.
Ike is pretty free.
Without like having the ability to like scare us if we're not hitting him. Because he doesn't have buffs or anything. And it's
I actually think that if it's an Ike that uses a lot of jump, then Ram is not the play. Megawatt's just better at catching the jumps, and even if you want to like Ram Nair, I think that Megawatt just tilting is better to catch the jumps.
Yeah,
because the landings.
He's
it's
so
more
slow
accurate.
And big that like you just kind of like jump back like Ram like tilt as opposed to like nairing him, and like you'll hit him and then like he's very easy to hit with like Ram like air tilt into like forward smash.
Wait,
yeah,
Ike is for sure +2.
Oh yeah, why did you put him +1?
It's for
just
sure.
because you were discussing it.
It's so easy.
Okay, so Incineroar
+2?
low key.
No, it's plus, bro.
No. I was like
Sky.
Sky J the Incineroar from X. So okay, this is the thing with matchup. You would think it's +2, right? The problem in this matchup is that because we have such slow attacks, like with our tilts, our Nair, and Incineroar's counter has very little lag. Now, just don't interrupt me. Hear me out on this. So what happens a lot in this matchup is if you try to react to his counter with an attack, let me just pull up the frame data real quick. So let's say we try reacting to this with an attack, right? By the time we react, a lot of times with travel time of ARM, startup, and input delay, and like our like human reaction times, it's actually hard to punish the counter consistently, especially with something good. And if he counters even like one like dragon tilt, he will kill us. Combined with the fact that like Nair is actually like good for edge guarding us. He doesn't have to press buttons. He can just run around and shield. And we can't be near him. Like neutral B is annoying. Like his tilts are really, and his aerials are really safe. Tilts are pretty safe for us. Like a lot of things are safe. We're kind of forced to like call out his counters or grab him or something. And like we're kind of forced into this weird spot where even though we just keep him away forever, we're not hitting him. He's gonna slowly corner us, and any single bad attack is gonna put us in a super shitty spot. After playing Sky J a lot in this matchup, that Mexican Incineroar player who's nasty, I'm just like, this low key is really annoying for us. He also isn't easy to edge guard, surprisingly. And I mean, very surprisingly. His like up B, like, and side B kind of are good at juking our edge guards. And if you could put the ledge versus him, users are kind of screwed, actually. He's so hard to deal with the ledge. And he juggles super easily with up airs because we're so slow. And Revenge being frame 3 is another thing, because he can react to a lot of our stuff with Revenge. Like, if we come down with like an obvious, like, Nair it off, Revenge. If we do like an arm from a distance, Revenge. A lot of things he can react to with Revenge. So it's like, even if you swing at the right times, he might just be ready for it, and then suddenly, well...
I would say that the reason it's really, really good for Min is because Incineroar is so incredibly easy to condition. So easy to condition. They have very little options. In general.
The thing is, if the Incineroar knows we want to try grabbing them because we're trying to condition them, they can always just like jump, and you would hit them with, say, like a tilt, right? Like a jump like Ram or jump like Dragon. It doesn't matter. They're heavy. They're heavy, but they're not exactly big. I mean, if you use Megawatt, like, it's so hard to, like, make them care. Like, if you're trying with, like, Megawatt, like, attacks from distance, it's like, you'll, like, swing with a Megawatt, and he either jumps away, because it's so slow. He counters because he just reacts to it, or he just jumps because he thinks he's gonna grab. Like, you're kind of forced to ram him a lot.
Trapping Incineroar is also really easy to do because sometimes they get counter happy, but their air mobility is not good. It's not good. And so they're extremely easy to two-frame with Megawatt if they jump or if they like just hit off stage once by Megawatt tilt and they just start falling down. Like, yeah, they can stall with side B in the air, but have a second arm, and if you're using Ram, then you can catch that too.
Yeah, it's just you have to be so on point with it. Like, if you mess up even a little bit, you're not gonna get it. And then once again, like, ledge jump, like, counter, for example. It feels like gimmicky and just dumb to say counter. But legit is actually such a problem because it's so fast and our attacks are so slow. I think it's so much for this stuff.
I think, yes, if we mess up, then it can be deadly for us. But I think it's more so that if they mess up once, it's even more deadly for them. Just because their disadvantage is so bad.
I just feel like he has more room to like outplay us and us to mess up than like all the other +2s. Like we fight like DK, we have to mess up bad. We fight like Bowser, we have to mess up bad versus Bowser Jr. with Violet. Versus Incineroar, even the slightest mistake can be really bad for us, and that doesn't feel like a +2 type of matchup.
I would say that if there was a +1.5, that's where it would be for this matchup chart specifically.
I don't know. You still just thinking +2, Pink?
I heard y'all out. I'll give it up to +1. I'll give it up.
Thank you.
I'll
You
give it up.
understand.
The only thing that really got me was sometimes landing's hard.
Yeah,
It's true.
it's a huge problem.
And low key.
Justice is in my chat saying let him join the call. I think 3 people.
I don't care if we did.
All right.
Platform, getting him off of a platform can be kind of hard too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's another thing. Like with some of these matchups, I think like they're super stage dependent, and that's why I call some of them even and not even. For example, like Fox. I think Fox hard wins on like PS2 and small battlefield, but every other stage is fine.
Yeah, that
and
too.
some stages I think Min wins on. So I think it just depends on like stages.
Yeah, a lot of matchups are heavily stage dependent with Min. Are we ready to move on?
Yeah. I know. So I think we actually beat Inkling.
Same.
Okay, thank you.
I have very little Inkling experience.
I think it's
I've
way
only
too
fought a
hard
few
for.
online.
I think it's way too hard for Inkling to snag the stock. It's just too hard. So like you generally end up living to like 170, 180 plus, but like that's awful because if you win like 2 interactions, then they're suddenly at 80% on their next stock. So like Inkling can do some like kind of crazy things with like down B, like setups off stage to maybe like take your stock early, but outside of that, you're probably not losing your stock below 180.
Yeah.
Same for ledge trapping. Like you can kind of get around ledge trapping because they kind of rely on like bomb into charge stuff, but they can't charge anything against you because you just jump off the ledge and hit them. So they kind of have to like commit to a read more than just doing like, oh, I'm just gonna charge down smash and cover most of the options or stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
The set play isn't nearly as strong.
Yeah, just ledge up, arm stuff, and also, honestly, Bill Frick Ink Bomb at them is so annoying because if they ever do set it up, we're just like, hey, thank you, that's our pressure.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So +1.
And Megawatt's actually crazy in the matchup. I will give that up. Megawatt goes absolutely stupid. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to remember that. I have very little Inkling experience.
It's
basically
like,
never fought one.
It's one of those matchups where you just play with Ram, and then the moment they like get kind of close to you, just switch to Megawatt, and they just hate life.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, +1. Isabelle is probably +2 for free.
Yeah,
it's very easy to camp them.
It's like
I would say that it's free.
Not
Double Dragon
even
also destroys them.
Anything Isabelle specific, it just feels more like it's Isabelle being a bad character than us not being a bad character.
Yeah,
I
and
think
they're way too
Villagers.
slow to be
I
able
think
to
Villagers only +1, but Isabelle is definitely.
I can agree with that. I feel like Villager is still. I can see it being at 1.5, but at the same time, like, I'm not confident being a +2 where it's like we clearly win. Just because Villager, kind of like jump around us and like block us, and he's a small character that can use lingering air to punch through our like lingering attacks that aren't Megawatt. Even though we feel like Megawatt like smash.
Villager has more options against Min because Isabelle can put like a Lloyd on the ground, but we never need to go over there at all.
Yeah.
We don't need to approach them, but Villager, he has the Lloyd that can attack and stop an arm. He has a slingshot. He has the 3 that can block. He has a lot more. So I'd say +1.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, time to disagree again.
I think Joker is either even or our favor.
Oh, okay. I'll give it up.
Nice, yeah. I was actually gonna say even as well.
Like, I lean more towards even because I do think gun gimping is like one of those things we have counterplay to, but not enough. But the neutral is really hard for Joker, and like two-framing his up B with Arsene is so free, and he dies.
Yeah, if he has Arsene, it's really free to two-frame it.
And like I was saying when I fought Leo the second set at whatever left side, if I knew that our dash tag cancel grab gave us extra grab range by conversion, I would have hit a lot of those grabs that would have been set like winning. So it's like, yeah, there's a lot of like little mind games and mix-ups, and he has to deal with our range. It's such a problem for him. He's just Joker. Okay, so even.
Yeah, I think she wins, but I'll give it up to even.
All right,
I think it's slight winning.
I could see it.
We can give it even. It's even, and it's like not so winning that like Joker has to hard outplay. He just has to like make in like crucial moments has to get the right calls, and he can win. So I'll give it up to even.
Like we have to get the right calls. You said it, yeah. And thank you so much for Queen for Switch Prime. Appreciate it, bro. Let's freaking.
All
right.
I actually think Puff wins this, and that's Cap. I feel like you guys gonna say it's Cap, but I hate this match.
No.
I low-key think Puff wins. I think it's up there with Sheik, low-key.
Okay, thank you, because
oh my god,
listen, I play this matchup literally every single week with Base Mage. I know this matchup perfectly. All right, I can say that it's definitely -1 for Min. Like it's in Puff's favor. Right
okay, fine. I won't put +2 because you played it more. I've been playing Base Mage at Summit and Friendlies, and I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it.
Didn't know what to do. I saw.
I apparently have the platform camp, and if I have the platform camp to beat Puff as Min, that is a bad matchup.
Yeah, you do have the platform camp, especially if you get that.
So brutal.
If you get FD, you're screwed. You have to rely on down tilts to beat Nair fallings.
Post Puff patch, I feel like that back air buff actually matters so much because like, G back airs are shield, and we actually just like can't do anything.
Yeah, it's definitely hard, but I'd say that it's only +1.
Okay.
Sorry, not +1, -1.
Yeah. Oh, we +2 Kazuya, right? That every Kazuya.
Yeah, they're way too slow. Way too slow.
All right, cool.
Can't approach. What do you think?
Legit, not a single Kazuya player I play will like actually play Kazuya versus me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They just switched. They switched to a different show.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Ken? I feel like Ken is only +1 just because he's fast enough to get close to us.
Ken is scary.
I think it's even.
Scary.
Whoa.
I know it sounds crazy. I think it's even.
Oh, I also think it's even. He's so scary.
You know what?
Like,
I feel like with Ken, I mean, I played with Vendetta. Not Vendetta. What's
you
his name?
with Jaws. You played Jaws.
Jazzo, yeah. Like, he's really good. And that was like, it felt like he was outplaying me, and I was still winning because I just kind of do arm, he parries, I jump back, and I'm safe. And it's like between that and up being around his stuff, he can't like get big hits on us easy, but at the same time he's fast and like it's one of those things we have to commit to the grab eventually, and that's very scary to have to commit to grabs, especially for a character that like is really reliant on parrying, and Min's kind of easy to parry. I'll give it up to even. I feel like we win, but I'm not like confident enough. And if you guys are just like, oh shit, Ken, I'm not gonna bother.
Bro, if Bowser's even, Ken's even.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right.
I fought Nito a lot, so
that might be a +3.
Immediately win. I'd say that's the potential +3 I was saying.
Yeah, that might be a +3.
The reason I asked about +3s is because I was thinking, okay, DDD's probably the only exception to +3.
I actually don't feel like we +3 DDD. I actually don't like playing DDD, to be honest. I was playing Animus at Summit, and I was just like, it's kind of annoying because he's one of those characters that can just multi-jump above us and like just mix up like fast fall, air dodge,
can't
side
multi-jump.
B,
Ram just bodies him.
Yeah, he can't.
He's fast fall, air dodge. That's an instant frame trap for you. He set up a frame trap for you by getting in the air.
I'm just bad at the matchup. I just feel like playing Animus is like, it's kind of annoying to like hit him with like small damage because he's just jumping above us and like.
You have to play lane. You have to
you just play mad lane.
That's fair. I didn't play lane. I was trying to like actually counter his jump-ins as opposed to like.
Oh no! You literally, you can just throw Ram the entire match and you'll win.
Okay.
Yeah. No matter what.
There's like no thought process to it.
All right, K Rool. I feel like K Rool's maybe +2, probably +1. I feel like K Rool's.
Oh, I'm ass versus that character, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Because I feel like this thing is like you think you should win easily, but then the armor is annoying because like if you like swing with an arm, he just dash attacks. The armor punches through, so we can't even like swing when he's on the ground. Crown is annoying because our grab's so slow, we can't like block Crown and dash grab him. And then like when he's landing, we can kill him for like using a nair. It was like a megawatt smash to like catch the armor. But it's like hard to read that, and like because you have to kind of commit the things you get armor through, and like we can't directly punish Crown Toss or even his neutral B that well, because neutral B like blocks our arms. It ends up being a lot more annoying than you'd think. Like +1.
I would say that it's +1 specifically because Crown covers a lot of the stage. If he had not had Crown, it would immediately be +2, because Crown forces us to do something that we don't want to. We have to jump over it, or we have to shield instead of throwing out an arm, and then he can just run in right away. Very annoying.
Yeah, I actually can't have a hard time landing trapping him.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Like,
+1 then.
You can't like do like the normal like, oh, I'm just gonna like anti-air him because bro, he just presses nair, but then you can't like pivot grab it because you still get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
then you try to
it's
frame
so low
trap.
landing lag. Okay.
Yeah.
Kirby's probably just a +1. I don't think anything special.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh god. You go first, Fresh.
Okay. So I am in the Dabuz camp. I think we win against Kirby, but
Okay.
I've heard a lot of even, and I've heard a lot of losing.
We do not lose, that's for sure.
We do not lose versus Kirby, okay?
I can
we can
actually
agree that
see-
we do not lose.
I can see why people might think it's even, but a lot of times it's even because like Kirby's short and just like goes under our attacks maybe and like parries and crouches. But honestly, people suck versus Kirby in general, where the idea is versus Kirby, you don't actually attack that much. Like if you swing a lot versus Kirby, you might lose because he's just gonna like block, low profile, move towards you. But if you don't attack, Kirby doesn't get a clear chance to like move forward and like try and punish and parry. And there'll be like a situation where he tries like shielding and parrying, and he's just stuck there in show on the ground waiting for something, or like he's like kind of rolling in or jumping in, just praying we mess up. And like with how slow he is, and how like the combos, he can like zero death us with legit like fair grab, like fair like.
If they get a
down.
forward throw and then they can just fair us, and we might die actually.
But like that's legit like why you platform camp the first like 20 to 30% if you're that afraid of it, or go to a long siege. As long as it's not like on FD though, you should legit like not die like that. If he gets our arm on healing us, it's a little bit annoying, but it's like he's also just gonna die. He's so slow and floating in the air. We can legit just like kill him off stage with edge guards pretty easily.
I would say that it's either even or plus 0.5, but because I can't fully decide if it's even, I'd say I'd give it to +1.
Yeah. Alright, this is
I'd agree.
Man, I want to play
J-Shirta?
yeah.
Yeah, I want to play him offline as well. I played him online. It was like once I learned it, I felt fine. But it's also East Coast versus West Coast. So.
Yeah.
Alright.
Link.
This should be a +1. I think Link's really annoying.
I would say +1.
It's like
Some people actually argue that we lose to Link just because his nair is annoying and his bomb can do crap, but I think we win.
I can actually see it being even because his nair is really annoying. Like it just punches through everything that isn't like megawatt like smashers or like catching his landing. But he's just so slow, and like he gets hit once and it's so bad, and he's not a hit you once and kill you type of character. In a versus a character where it's like we need to die off getting hit, otherwise the matchup is 10 to be our favor.
I think the main thing in the Link matchup is anti-airing his nair with up smash.
Yep.
If you know how to do that correctly, then you can win the matchup pretty easily, and they can't really do much.
Once you do that and he's higher up in the air, you can just start nairing him from like below, or like catching his landing, and then just... And also with his like bomb, like, he's projecting him in general. As long as you're not mashing mindlessly, his like bomb is like annoying, but it's not the most annoying thing. His other projectiles aren't that big of a deal. You just have to not like mash outside like our arm range.
And if you grab bomb them, they actually have to approach with nair, and it becomes really predictable.
Yeah, I would give. It's one of those matchups that we're on like something like Smashville or like Small Battlefield. It's really annoying, but there's too many stages that are good for. It's like a rule set matchup where it's like
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Maybe even just because the rule set matters a lot. Like if you don't have like access to like Kalos, or if there's like Smashville, Small Battlefield, and Lilat, and you only have 2 bans, the matchup gets considerably harder. But if it's like
even because of stages, fine with that.
Yeah, even because stage like more rule sets probably favor us, but there's enough rule sets like the glitch one where it's like
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And that's probably why, because I live here and I'm just used to that rule set. That I
In SoCal, so Kalos and Yoshis are actually not legal. Like Lilat's not legal either. We don't even have small battlefield.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah,
you.
it's an amazing stage list. I love it.
That's definitely a rule set that Minmin's really good on.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right,
just come to SoCal.
Bro, SoCal's pretty far from me.
That's true.
You are free. You are binding them with Min though.
All
right, Little Mac.
My +2.
I think +2.
Just if you're fine with +2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was about to say we're going to discuss Little Mac not being +2.
Yeah. I just think. Yeah, sometimes I'll be sitting there and I'm like, man, this is really frustrating. It's like annoying. That's what it is. It's not like
it's just a new
charms. It's just kind of like
it's scary because you don't want to lose to Little Mac in this matchup, but like we know this matchup's so bad for Little Mac that if you lose to him, you got outplayed. It's like he's scarier than it should be because it's such a good matchup for us. That the fear of losing is so bad. All right, Lucario's +1, I think.
I think we do win against Lucario. They're slow, they can't really get in, and we can kill them easily with Megawatt.
Very easy to edgeguard.
I can also take their stocks at high percent.
Easily +2.
Easily?
Yeah, I would honestly say +2 as well.
Yeah. When I was playing Armadillo, granted it's Wi-Fi, but like, I was like, what do you do? Like, I don't understand like how Lucario plays the game at any point, and R-Sphere is a non-factor.
Yeah, I think when I play Vivi in like tournament, I think if I go Min, he won't go Lucario versus me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he like started only going Aegis against me.
I also played Armadillo online, and I do think that it's +2 for us, since we can also take their stock really, really fast at like 40% with Ram there into combos, and then the recovery is kind of predictable.
Yeah.
So I think that's +2.
Yeah, I can see maybe it being +1, but honestly, it's like, if it's +1, it's just because he's just fast enough in the air to get close to us, but honestly, unless we're messing up killing, he doesn't get to abuse Aura well enough. So like, he has to like he actually, it's weird, because he doesn't feel like as easy as these other +2s, but I'm not scared of him, which is weird, because it's Lucario, and I should be scared of him.
Yeah.
Alright.
Lucas.
I don't know anything, I would imagine.
Bro, I have no idea.
Because I played this like online a little bit, and it's just like, it's Min and Lucas.
I fought one Lucas offline. It's a guy called Muffin from like Mars from Muffin or Muffin
from Mars.
He's good.
Yeah.
You want to just put this at +1 because we don't know, but it's almost definitely Min favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely Min favor because I had no idea how to play the matchup, but I still won. But I didn't like obliterate him.
All right. Lucina?
I would say that it is +1 because
+1.
Lucas can also do up B against our recovery and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Up B against our recovery is very annoying. Even like down smash can Loki hit us if we mess up. But yeah, +1, pretty simple. Lucas is a bad character.
You body Lucina.
I think
+1. Just say that.
I think it's +1. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like slightly too slow in like every category that matters. It's really strange.
The only thing that sucks for us is that like, she's one of those characters where we have to like anti-air her, of course, because she's gonna jump a lot, but she has nice hitboxes that like cover herself well and let her pressure a show from like pretty nice angles. So you don't get to just like go, oh, you jumped, we hit you. It's like, you jumped, now it's the mini game. And I don't like playing the mini game versus Lucina.
I would say that like some Lucinas have told me that like, oh, Min is Lucina's worst matchup, but I think that's just because we were fighting online.
Yeah.
If this is an online matchup, offline matchup chart, then it's definitely only +1. It's not +2.
Yeah. All right. Luigi, I think it's +1, right? I can't see us +2ing him.
You can camp them out really easily, yet if they get in, we can die.
Yeah, exactly. He does 8 million on.
Okay. And I'm just gonna put Martha next to Lucina because I don't care.
Yeah, sure.
Mario's pretty much easily +1. Like, we don't destroy him because like if he sets up like fireballs for the perches, it's annoying. And like
it's pretty easy to SDI out of Mario down air as Min. I don't know why, but I've done it quite a lot. I fought Master Mario once, and I SDI'd out of everything, and then I would just beat him with Megawatt. And they can't really edge guard us well. All they have is Nair, so it becomes predictable.
And we can kind of edge guard him, but it's like we get comboed like to death, like actually.
Yeah, we do get comboed.
And like he does have the lingering nair to like challenge us. If we're ever near him, like he can just up B or like nair us pretty easily. He can like up smash us. Like there's a lot of things where it's like if we're near him, his out of shield options punish us pretty hard, kind of like fighting Bowser, but not as punishing obviously. Right. So it's like we can't make mistakes that much. And then like if we're close to him, he can also just back air us, and Zora's supposed to deal with that.
I would say that it's a matchup where if we get hit, we don't die, we just take a lot of percent, but we don't die.
And he doesn't hold advantage.
It becomes hard for them to combo us at higher percents.
Yeah, and like his advantage, say like with ledge trapping and stuff, is honestly not that great nowadays. So it's like
it's kind of mediocre. With all the other ledge trapping every other character has, it's meh.
Yeah. All right. Mega Man's pretty close.
Who's fought Mega Man before?
I have fought Mega Man before. I'd say we win.
A little bit. We win. It's not free. But
it's
we
definitely not free.
Win.
It's not free because they can mix up their recovery and on-stage game really well because of Rush, but I'd say that we still win because Megawatt beats out a lot of their projectiles.
Yeah,
we just even beat out Leaf Shield.
The thing is,
one of their main moves.
The main thing that's annoying is he's really fast in the air and he's kind of small. Combined that with like enough mix-ups like Leaf Shield, Fair, Nair, Bear, Tomahawk Grab, Metal Blade. Like he has a lot of mix-ups to approach us from in the air. He's just get close enough to use them, and he's able to do that. But he's just not. At least he's getting like the back air edge guards, which honestly, Mega Man's back air edge guarding is hard for us to avoid. Like he just makes us 50-50, and we get wrong. We die.
That is something that they have. But like, I would also. Oh, you go.
I'm just gonna say it's just not enough because it's like he has to get like us in that situation from neutral, which requires him winning neutral enough to get damage going, put us in the corner, and then still 50-50 us.
I would say that it's also pretty stage dependent. I've been fighting Mega Mans a bit, and I mostly win on PS2 in town, which I think are pretty good for us in general, but especially against Mega Man. Plats just help us in general, and it's a nice big stage. I think is better for us since we can really outcamp them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I just put +1. Alright. I know... Alright, so Meta Knight. I think we beat Meta Knight.
Same!
Okay, I do think we beat Meta Knight just because it's hard for them.
Let's go! Every Min player that like doesn't know what they're talking about says we lose, and I'm like, you guys don't know how to play this. It's like Bayonetta. The low level players don't know how to play this one.
I would say it's even online, but offline it's definitely winning for Min.
Yeah, online's annoying, but offline, like he just has to commit to like B buttons to get close.
If you know the matchup, you can do everything. You can SDI out of his up air chains pretty well. But if you don't know it, it'll definitely feel like it's a losing matchup.
Yeah, SDI is huge in this matchup. Like SDI away and doing like fast fall up air like out of the chains to like reversal him is so good.
That's really good. Alright, next.
Alright. Mewtwo. I actually don't think we beat Mewtwo. Mewtwo's really annoying to fight.
I haven't really fought them.
Mewtwo is so easy.
Pretty easy from the ones that I fought.
Is so easy. That's a you and Wadi thing.
Yeah, you also you gave Wadi a lot of experience in the matchup, to be fair.
Yeah, and like y'all just play each other.
Yeah.
Y'all just know each other well, so
I will say at SmashCon, I did beat his Mewtwo in a game, and he switched off to Rob immediately.
Yeah. Like, he thinks that Mewtwo like hard loses and Rob slightly if someone wins it's Rob.
I feel like Rob definitely was going to have later, but yeah, I guess I can see Mewtwo losing. It's just like
talk about Rob later.
It's so scary because like Mewtwo's back here and up air covers so much space we can't like. I guess we can nair it, but like it's so easy for him to hit us once and we die, and he's like fast. And Shadow Ball is like it's annoying because he can just charge it, charge, shield, and then like he has a big Shadow Ball and it actually controls neutral so hard for us.
I would say that like Mewtwo definitely loses to us. Mostly because he's also very floaty, and Megawatt can send him far away at very low percents, and it can even combo and potentially 0 to death him and frame trap him at 0% from a Megawatt Nair.
That's fair.
It's very good, and because he's floaty, when you F-throw him at 0%, it's very hard for them to touch the ground to shield in time. They have to be DIing down. At least not DIing up. To be able to shield, but then it becomes predictable. So I'd say +1.
Can we skip the Mii's?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know Mii Brawler. I think Mii Brawler surprised.
Mii Brawler.
We can camp Mii Brawler.
We beat Gunner for sure. I don't know how much.
Gunner.
Yeah.
Definitely beat Gunner and Swordy +1. I'll say just keep it safe.
We beat Brawler +1 too.
Yeah, we do.
It's all the same.
We kind of just camp them, like camp all of them out.
Okay.
So
Game
pretty
and
easy to
Watch.
do that.
I
don't like Game and Watch.
I don't
think
like.
it's even.
I think it's even too. I think Megawatt's really annoying for him, but like it's so like scary because we're a character that gets hit and dies, and like we get hit because he upbeat us our shield. We get hit because he just dash attacked us, doesn't let land. We get hit because of Legend Neutral B. We get hit because he forwarded our shield. Now we're getting grabbed. We get hit because he just like did rise in there. We're kind of a tall character that our shield options really, so you can't do anything about it. Like,
If you're using Ramram in this match. If you're using Ramram in this matchup, you're probably going to think it's a losing matchup because Megawatt is so much better for doing everything against Mr. Game Watch. It sends him far away from one hit. It can kill really, really early, like 40% in the air, because it sends him to the top of the stage. And it's just overall really good. Also beat some of his moves, but his back air and up B are really, really annoying off stage.
Yeah. Like, I will say, like, Megawatt's so annoying for him because it does outrageous stuff. He dies so early. I remember when I played a crew battle versus Meister, I remember, like, I'd be losing the games. I'd hit him with, like, Megawatt, like, forward smash to 70 because I read his jump, and you would just die. And I'm like... And, like, even our friendlies would just go like that, where it's like, I'm losing. Hit him, and he dies. And, like, he has to commit to the approach. There's a lot of chances for him to just die. But, like, we still have to kind of make the read there, or we will just die. And it's so swingy.
Yeah,
and
it's
very predictable what Mr. Game Watch will do after you grab him or like nair him. They mostly just try to up B away, or just float away slowly.
The thing is, we can't.
That becomes predictable, and we can chase it with up B or Dragon Laser.
Yeah, we have to like commit hard to that, and it's like we're committing hard to chasing a fast character in the air. It's like it's not really. It's good, because we still get the advantage state, but it's not great. We don't like hold them at disadvantage like we do most characters.
Yeah, even if they have to up B, like they're in the air now, they do have key, but we have up smash.
Yeah.
We can just read there, down there, and try to Megawatt them.
And the problem is we have to start reading that. Like, we have to read their land and keep them at disadvantage as opposed to react. That's like not good for Mimid. Because Mimid wants to play as little reads as possible. Every read she makes is like a chance for us to lose neutral or something and get reversal and die.
I'd say +1.
I think it's even. What do you think?
+1 or even.
I think it's even.
Okay.
Alright, we can do even.
Ness, we just beat Ness, right? But it's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we beat Ness.
All right. Here's my question, because now this is always what happens. We start getting deep into matchup charts, and I start wondering some things. Okay.
Second thoughts.
Is Meta Knight as easy as Ness?
Meta Knight as easy as Ness?
I don't think Ness is that.
So.
I don't think Ness is super easy, to be fair. I think it's one of those things where we're almost gonna air drift small character and advantage state being good means like we beat him, but like one mistake and we get PK fired because he thought he was gonna jump and just PK fire and we like lose the stock.
Ness is another one of those matchups where SDI heavily affects the outcome. So if you know how to SDI PK fire correctly and forward air correctly and all of his multi hits, then you can beat Ness similar to how you beat Meta Knight.
Yeah, I agree with that. I also think Meta Knight's like so easy that it's like he's close to +2. Like Meta Knight's closer to even than +2. So
yeah.
So it's like
so
I would.
Are you fine with +1, Fresh?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I think we +1 Pac-Man.
I would say so as well. We can camp him pretty
Pac-Man.
easily and reflect his bell and stuff.
I remember my first time playing Shinji in this matchup in bracket like not long ago, and I just kind of 2-0'd him, and I was like, this is easy. Like, to be fair, Shinji isn't really good at putting aggressive pressure on, but it's like, how is Pac-Man gonna aggressively approach Min? Like, he can block our arms with the fruit, but we also just have neutral air, and it's like Pac-Man doesn't have a good answer to that, especially if we get his fruit. It's like, what is he gonna do about that? We kill his Hydra very safely and easily. We can also reflect this stuff back at him. He doesn't have like a built-in like answer to that really.
If you're fighting a Pac-Man that's naturally just like patient and campy, you will win. Like, the Pac-Man has to play like, out of their comfort zone, aggressive to beat Min.
Exactly. My chat says play versus T. Well, T's in Japan. I'm in America, so that's not happening. So I play T.
Online,
I have a +2 matchup. It's called Rosalina, so I'm not playing that matchup. Alright, Palutena.
We win.
I would say we win.
I can see that,
like
actually.
Palu.
It's like, one thing I don't like about the matchup is if we're off stage, Auto Reticle, like, kills us, so we have to be very careful, like, not get caught by a lot of things. But yeah, the neutral for her kind of stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that is +1. I just played like trash whenever I fought a Palu offline.
It's just like we can't make mistakes, but it's one of those things where like, if you're making a mistake, you get caught by like Palutena and Nair like mid stage at 0%. Like you haven't learned how to play against Palutena well enough probably, or she mixed you. And it's like outside of that, she doesn't do enough damage to us, honestly. Cool.
Yep.
Okay, we already talked about Peach Daisy.
Just put that right there.
We beat Pichu.
We win.
We win against Pichu, 100%.
Yeah, I agree. Pichu's bad character.
Here's the thing. Let's hear your side, Dabuz.
I think it's only -1. I think it's
same.
one of these matchups where with really good SDI, like you can actually make a lot of Pikachu strings not kill you with good SDI.
Wait, are we talking about Pikachu?
Pikachu.
Oh, okay, go on.
So because we can use SDI like in and up or like up and away to like make his stuff not kill us, and he has to at least react and read us. I love the fact that like he kind of like isn't fast in the air, right? So like he has to like jump at us or like approach on the ground with his like not big hitboxes. If he's using T-Jolts, we could easily like hit the T-Jolts in him like because they're kind of slow and he's slow in the air. He gets caught by a lot of like combos and bullshit because he's a fast faller, but he's also light so he dies. He's pretty easy to like 2-frame and like edge guard. Like not easy edge guard, but he's surprisingly edge guardable. Up smash kind of messes his life up when he tries jumping at us because he's so slow without big hitboxes. And then like neutral air walling, especially with like Megawatt, Nair and tilts, is like hard for him to get close to us with. So even though we get hit once like near ledge and we might just die, and like he hits a shield and it's just bullshit. We also don't care that he's short, to be honest, because outside making it hard to hit him with Nair, we can just hit him despite him being short, and he really has to approach and it's gonna get poked out over and over until he does. So matchups like that where they just have to approach in certain angles, but they're slow in the air and not big hitboxes, tend to be fine for us. We just die too easily to like not SDIing his stuff perfectly or him just cheesing us with some bullshit.
I would say that Pika is like -1.5, -1, just because people underestimate Megawatt play versus Pikachu. They really do. I don't see too many Min-Mins playing Megawatt versus Pikachu correctly. They're kind of just throwing out the Megawatt, not really thinking about their Nairs. But if you Nair Pikachu at low percents, you can actually get a lot and then frame trap him pretty easily, because he'll have to either side B or up B. You can beat out T-Jolt with Megawatt tilts. It's pretty nice.
The problem with that is like if you do that, and this is why like I've learned from just playing ESAM so much, if you decide to do a Megawatt tilt to beat out Thunderjolt, then he will just quick attack at you and you just get hit.
Yeah.
You have no counterplay to it.
That's the thing.
You can
I'm the only one
hard.
here who has not fought ESAM.
Like, the thing is, I remember like we were fighting Isam and I was actually beating him quite a bit though, because it's like that happens, but you can also just jump over it, and then like he quick attack, you won't get a direct punish probably, but now he's dealing with your pressure, and like since he can't like block Megawatt and like punish at a shield really, maybe like jump at a shield like quick attack, that's like it's like we have answers to him trying to punish us, and we can also just commit to Dragon or Ram instead, and like we can use like Ram like around his T-Jolts and hit him while jumping over it, and now suddenly it's just free damage.
Yeah, I know that I haven't fought ESAM and you two have, but like I would say that it's still kind of what I'm saying, like with the -1, -1.5.
I mean, I'm agreeing with -1. I'm just laying. I'm not saying it's even. I'm just saying it's like not awful.
I think it's worse than the 3 that are at -1.
It is worse than the 3 that are in -1.
So
we might want to put it in -2.
Okay, so I think -1. You think -2? Pink, -1 or -2?
-2.
Okay. Disagreed, but fine. We just beat Olimar straight up. Yeah, bad character.
Yep.
Who's played against Plant in their life?
The thing is, I don't even have Piranha Plant on my Switch, so I can't even say anything.
We just beat him, I think. There's nothing special about it, really.
He's just slow.
He's just slow projectile step character. Like, arguably, it's my +2 to be honest, but I don't have enough experience to confidently say that. Hit dark
Sam's dark hit.
Thing, yeah. I actually think Pokemon
training
training is hard for us. I don't like the matchup.
I think it would
pretty
be
difficult, but we definitely have answers to everything he does. So I would say that it's even.
I
lean,
think we beat PT, but I'll give it even.
I lean even. I think Squirtle's like discount Pikachu in a lot of ways, but yeah, like more annoying because you know, like okay, Pikachu hits us, combos us, but we don't die like super low percent, so we're probably fine to be honest. Squirtle hits us, we don't die, whatever. Then you go to Ivysaur and Charizard, we still might just die, and then like it's hard to get out of disadvantage versus that stuff. Especially like versus Charizard, but like getting juggled and stuff by Charizard, it really sucks. And like honestly, the frame 1 switch can evade a lot of our stuff. We can like try and frame trap it, but still have to kind of call it the switch to frame trap it. So it's a little bit.
Let's say that SDIing out of Squirtle stuff is a lot easier than SDIing out of Pika stuff.
Yeah, that is true.
Squirtle has a lot more multi-hits. Like they have back air, down air, and those are like their 2 main combo tools.
Yeah,
so
and
I would say that it's even.
I also think
I agree with the fact that juggling by Charizard is hard.
Yeah, I also just think it's hard to like keep them in disadvantage sometimes because Minmin's juggling isn't like the best, and Peachy's a character where it's like you have to really juggle them, so you can't exploit like their biggest weakness as well as like a lot of characters with like actual like big up airs gun. Aegis.
Alright, so we've all fought Leo's Aegis.
I think this matchup's pretty even. Like sometimes it feels losing for us because Mythra just neutral so hard versus her, but then she dies. Sometimes it feels like our favorite because we hit her and she dies. So I kind of just end up going even overall because the matchup's so absurdly swingy and like Aegis wins the neutral straight up, but our punish game is so absurd. So it's like they have the consistency versus our just fucking we're losing and we beat them despite not deserving the win.
I would say that it is in fact an extremely swinging matchup, and I would say even because like they can destroy us with Mythra, 0 deaths, and advantage right away. Then we have when we get an F throw or a single like Ram Nair, we can do a lot off of that because the recovery is also pretty bad. The only thing they can do is like go in the center of Ram.
I will say
what Leo did.
A matchup that in tournament favors Min, not like in terms of the matchup, but in terms of players. Because Aegis players can be more scared than Min players. And as a Min player, I'm not used to my opponent being more scared of dying in the matchup than me. So that's a huge advantage.
Yep.
It's like the Bayo effect in Smash 4, or even like the Rosa effect, where it's like the character's better in bracket than just in like normal friendlies.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Richter's only +1 for us.
Yeah, I'll give that.
I would say that it is only a +1. They can still do things.
I would say same with Ridley. It's only +1.
I think Ridley's
never
even.
fought a Ridley in my life.
Wait.
I think Ridley's even.
Okay, you've played more Ridley offline than me, to be honest. I've only played a Kashik's Ridley, who's good, but like she doesn't know the matchup, so it's like she's not a good judge. So I could actually see it being even. Multiple jumps, big hitboxes, edge guards us.
Dude, jab just sends mad far for no reason.
Yeah, and it puts us at the worst angle because then she like neutral B's us and we're kind of far away. We actually just die to it.
It's like it's kind of like a Jigglypuff F throw type thing where like sometimes you just get jabbed at 0 and you're mad far off stage and you're like, what did I do to deserve this?
Or you get dash tech for jumping and the same thing happens.
Yeah. But outside of that, like
since I don't know how to fight Ridley.
Neutral can be super hard. If you ever grab Ridley though, like once you get Dragon, I think it's almost impossible for you to get hit. Like powered up Dragon, it's almost impossible to get hit. But like, and because of that, you can use that to just like condition Ridley to jump a lot, so where you can get like a lot of like hits from them jumping. But still, sometimes like they just grab you at 0 and do like down throw forward air, down throw nair, and you just have to start guessing.
Yep.
It really sucks.
And also, honestly, down tilt's annoying because like
down tilt's also really annoying.
And up smash we're trying to land just there's a lot of things where you just can't play the game in certain situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, character's so fat. Okay. Now I think Rob is honestly I've considered putting Rob -2. I hate this match.
Yes.
I detest
you. I hate Rob.
Oh my god.
Because the thing with Rob is like it seems fine and then you get hit, you just die. Like you have to air dodge lasers and gyros on stage. And
I wouldn't say -2 because it's not as bad as Pika and Sheik, but I would definitely say -1.
The thing is, like Rob's like one of the few characters with Min that I should have just won't play with Min. Like I remember I was fighting Wario at SmashCon, and like he just goes Rob counterpick, and it's like, well, it's so fucking hard, even though I'm like outplaying him. It's just like, well, yeah, I get him once and I die.
Now, Fresh, I heard you say, "Oh my god." So was that a sad? Oh my god.
Bro, I am the only min that thinks that this is even. I'm the only one. It's so crazy. But after I've played every single Rob that I've ever played, they all go, wait, this isn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. So I don't know, like maybe I'm just really good at the matchup or something, but
yeah,
it just feels like I'm winning the entire game, and then like, okay, sure, I get hit by a nair and I might die, but like Proto thinks Min wins too? Okay, that's weird. I didn't know that. But or it's even too, but like I don't think she wins, but I think it's even. But like
I feel that too.
And it just depends. It's very stage dependent. So like I think she wins on PS2. I think she gets absolutely obliterated on Smashville, and it's like completely unwinnable on Smashville.
It's like there's more stages we just get obliterated on than like we win. Like, you know, like PS2.
I think she wins on PS2. I think she wins on Town.
It's like good stages for us, like PS2, Town. Although when I was playing Wadi and we went to Town on his counter pick game 5, he would just up B like super high up, and it's like I should have chased with my up B, but I have to commit to like chasing him when he has a big stage and he's landing. But that's honestly me just not playing that situation right because I didn't realize at the time. But yeah, there's more stages to lose on, like Battlefield.
I think we went on Battlefield by like I think Battlefield's like the best stage against Rob.
Interesting, because I don't like that versus Rob. I find it goes to the top platform and just like resets from there, and it's annoying.
This is probably going to be an unpopular opinion. I like Smashville versus Rob.
What?
As a Mimic player that actually doesn't dislike Smashville in a lot of matchups. What?
I can't. I can't. I actually, I love Smashville in a good amount of matchups, but Rob is not one of them.
Yeah, it's just we get dash attacked into like forward and we just lose that stock.
That's true.
It's like
I would say that sounds better.
We are never gonna agree on Rob. Like I've never agreed with anyone on Rob.
It's like I can see it because I think if we don't make any like significant mistakes, I can totally see us doing over Sim, but it's like the onus is on us to almost never make a mistake, where it's like Rob can make mistakes and like he won't die. Like, yeah, we're gonna out neutral him if we make mistakes, like he's gonna hate our guts, but it's like we legit have to play a perfect game all the time. I think it's one of those things where it's like on paper, like two like perfect people playing, Min is even if not winning, but then when we add like human like interactions to it, it's like it's too easy to just die to anything hitting. You get dash attacked at like 70, he shoots a laser, you have to air dodge, he gyros, you're dead. It's like, well, cool. Or you double jump the laser and he just
yeah. Like, so the way you play it is like you just play more vertically. Like, don't get hit horizontally. And I know it sounds really weird, but like if he hits you with like a forward air or something like that, just double jump and take the up air. Like, you just have to figure out how to land. That's why I think Battlefield's so good, because there's so many different ways that you can land if you just consistently take vertical hits instead of dealing with like the nonsense that are off stage.
That's fair. You just have to like live certain percents where it's like you can do that, because you get hit by like gyro at low percents and it's like
yeah. Like low percents is rough, but I think once you get past like 50, 60 like percent, you're usually in a pretty good spot to like just play the game normally.
That's fair. I can totally see that. I just think a matchup like that where we basically have to not die between 50 to 60 that's really bad, and we can't do the same thing to our opponent.
Yeah.
I want the -2, but I can agree to -1.
Yeah, I would say that there is an argument to even, like Pink said, like with Battlefield and all of that, and it might be even just because of stage lists and because we win a lot of stages and lose others. But I would say that we should put it -1 here.
Yeah, I just
fine with that, Pink?
Yeah, it's fine. I know nobody's ever gonna agree with me with Rob, so I just
accept it.
I like the matchup though. I enjoy playing it.
Yeah, Rob. I think Rob is only +1. I think just because like if we like arm and like Rob and arc fire is above our arm, that trade tends to be not our favor. So like, we can't really like afford to swing wildly.
Yeah.
Mostly like down tilting in this matchup, especially when they use like Thunder and especially arc fire, because down tilting under it is really effective because then they usually shield and you get a grab.
Yeah.
Which is really nice. So I would say +1.
Yeah, it's definitely not +2. It's definitely not even. All right. Maybe the plus one's Rosa. She's just too big and floaty, and Luma can't be protected, and Rosa's a bad character.
Yeah.
The one thing that they have is like the whole Luma jab spam at ledge, which catches our tether.
Not
otherwise, they're really big and floaty. So I would say that +1.
Like it's doable. I will say for Rosa, like she can do it only because she's so floaty with good air movement that like if you like jump and she like drifts out of the way, she can easily catch your landing and start the juggle going. But then like she's gonna have like a juggle, do a lot of damage, go for an edge guard. But it's like she still like consistently get the juggles going, which is hard for her sometimes. You could just do like landing Megawatt in there and oops, I messed up. And then the edge guard is like, oh, you have a massive tether and I'm not super fast off stage. Well, I guess I missed it. Now I'm at disadvantage.
All right.
Okay. Ryu's probably just +1, right?
Yep. Sounds good.
I think Samus is.
I think it's +1.
I feel like it's actually even.
What?
Okay, who are you saying what to? Me or Dabuz?
Me, for sure.
What?
I was playing, what's her name? Oh my god, Icy Mist in Friendlies. I was beating her a lot in Friendlies with Smash Comp, but I feel like every time I won the game, I only won it because Icy Mist was not pushing advantage state well at all. I feel like Samus's floatiness, along with like charge shot kind of being annoying for us, and the ledge trap being really annoying, and like forward air being a really good edge guard tool, juggle tool, and like we actually have a lot of trouble with disadvantage. It's hard to kind of hit her in neutral if she wants to just jump around, float, and like look for good like zairs, falling aerials, charge shot, like charge, and then like use that to pressure our neutral. And then like when she's in disadvantage, we can edge guard her, but it's not reliable unless they mess up. Even juggling her is kind of hard because floatiness, bomb air stalls. She can always just like downer us if we're trying to wait out her stuff too. And then like her grab range is actually so annoying where it's like we whiff a nair because we try to jump falling there. She grabs us, down throw into like nair. We're on a platform. She forward airs or something to catch our platform options. We're off stage. Now she like zairs us or fairs us. We're just dead. And it's like it gets really bad really quickly for a character that we don't like particularly keep in disadvantage.
Okay, I would say that it is +1 because they have a hard time approaching and they're very floaty. Ram can combo them very easily. F-throw can set into a lot of Ram combos because of their weight and floatiness. And offstage is really hard for them. They have struggle recovering, and two-framing them with Ram is pretty easy to do, since bomb recovery is kind of predictable. Well, it's also good for doing frame traps on their landing because of their floatiness and how they don't really have any options besides bomb stall. But if they bomb stall, then you can react and use up B instead.
So you're both saying +1, and I'm saying even?
Yeah, I'll give it +1. Only because, like, neutral's, like, almost impossible for Samus. I don't even know how Samus, like, remotely begins to think about winning neutral. But, the ledge trapping thing is completely real. Like, if Samus does win an interaction and we get put on the ledge, it is almost impossible to get off.
Okay.
That's true.
Alright, next up, Sephiroth. I actually don't think we destroy Sephiroth. It's like, I know we had this talk a while ago, but even offline I was playing Nico. I found that like Nico offline, it was like, he just kind of gets wing if we don't kill him.
He gets wing,
jump near. Like the game doesn't start till he gets wing. But we're not going to kill him before he gets wing unless he messes up, and like Nico like knows this. And then like, oh, suddenly we get hit and we just die, and it's like really frustrating to try and challenge him jumping around. We can't even like run away because he's so fast in the air with wing and has so much range. And it's just, like, and then he goes to counter out an air, but get too predictable with him, we just die.
I would say that in this matchup, it's probably +1 in my opinion, because Megawatt Nair at the beginning, I always say Megawatt Nair, but it's really good versus Sephiroth. If we set them off stage before they have wing, they can't really do anything at all. If they have wing, they can do things, but if they're off stage at like 40, 60%, they can't do anything at all to Ram 2 framing. Their up B is just way too slow, and they have a single jump, and it's very, very, very predictable. The ledge options are also not too good. They just have the neutral ones that every character does.
Yeah.
Up smash also reflects the reflector.
Yeah, I mean that's like a gimmicky thing, like reflectors up smash. And like, yeah, if they don't have the wing especially, it's like we can get kills, but it's like I feel like the bad Sephiroths are gonna die before getting wing, and the good ones are just gonna not die.
They lose an interaction and then get hit off stage. They can't really do much. Even good Sephiroths still have to suffer with Sephiroth's recovery. What do you think, Pink?
Yeah, I feel like when I play against, like, I've talked to Nico about it, and a lot of times he just says, like, before I get wing, I kind of just jump and pray. Like, and that just doesn't sound like a good, I don't know.
That doesn't sound like it's winning.
Yeah, obviously once, like, he gets wing, it can be pretty tough. And it almost feels like Sephiroth wins when he has wing.
Yeah.
But until, I don't, it's a weird matchup.
It's like,
it's hard to call. Like, I feel like
have wing more than he does have wing though.
Honestly,
yeah,
he might.
I feel like
Because he'll get wing at 80%. Like, we can kill him. Like, we'll start killing him probably around like 120%. So we'll have like wing and not more than when he doesn't. But at the same time,
Kirby weight though.
No, but we're not like unless he's like.
Yeah, but we're not like landing like crazy. Like,
yeah, like unless he's messing up and like actually trying to like space normally versus Mega smashes. Like, we're not gonna kill him. He's just gonna get free damage trying to jump around, like hopefully get some sort of grand conversion.
Yeah, our main way of killing them is mostly off-stage game.
And that's so hard to do, especially like before wing is hard because he's like it's set up and it's not easy. And when he has wing, it's really hard to do. I don't know. I'm voting even. I just like I can't see a matchup like this where we just like.
I'm voting +1 because yes, when they have wing, they do very well versus Min and could potentially win. But they don't have wing more than they do have wing in most cases. It's because like Arsene doesn't come out more than Joker without Arsene, unless they're getting absolutely bodied.
Yeah, that's just a bit different because you can get rid of Arsene, you just can't get rid of wing. But
yeah, like I don't know. This is a hard one to call. This is like
it's a hard one to call.
A really hard one to call. I'd probably say even. Like thinking about it overall, like I could see it being even.
It's like if I compare like Sephiroth to like say Richter, right? Like I'd rather fight anyone that tier above even than Sephiroth. Like just straight up, because like, I'm not afraid of losing to like a Lucina or a Mega Man, but I'm afraid of like fighting a Sephiroth, not killing him early, like, and him just getting wing and me just losing the game off like one interaction or two interactions that were hard to win.
Can we make a separate category for Sheik that just says unwinnable?
Can we do that, please?
All right, yeah. Honestly,
I'm going Sora versus Sheik. I'm giving up on that for me.
I have Olimar and Rosa. Yeah.
I'm just gonna camp them out of Sora instead.
Yeah.
Like you have some things in the matchup, kinda, but like once Sheiks get enough experience to understand like that they can consistently kill you off of winning one interaction at 0 over and over again, then it gets significantly worse. Especially if they have fully charged needles. Like if they have fully charged needles and they hit you and you have to go through the 50-50 scenario, that's really not even a 50-50 because they just do bouncing fish and then they jump and you literally have nothing. You can't, because you can't jump because they'll just back air you, but you can't go low because they just reverse needle you. You kind of just die. It's really stupid.
I will say I actually would only put it as -2 because I think it's those matchups. SDI helps a lot to avoid some of this stuff, and like the neutral is kind of annoying for her because like she's supposed to like run up in our face generally to get things going. But I also would never play this matchup because to me it's -2 instead of -3, so I don't care enough.
I would say yes, the SDI does help, but what are you gonna do after SDI? You're slightly in the air, so you can't like jab or down tilt. Your nairs are too slow. They're going to like frame trap you if you air dodge anyway.
We have to kind of just bully your way out because her damage is actually kind of low. So if you SDI on the combos to like reduce the damage output, you can like kind of just like swing out of like those situations and mix up your swings because she's so low range. That,
the main thing is just being sent off stage. That sucks.
Yeah, I think it's not as bad as you think, but I also think it's bad enough that I don't want to deal with this.
We can put it in -2 instead if we want.
Honestly, -3 is funny.
Yeah, it is. Nice.
All right.
Need more clickbait.
So Shulk. So I think Shulk's like an even matchup.
I think it's even.
Okay.
All right. Nice.
Wow.
We do have range. I'm surprised. Honestly, most minions I talk to say that it's losing.
And I can see, I used to think I was winning for a bit, and then I watched more and I'm like, no. But yeah, like, even though he has range, and the angles he comes out are really annoying. I watched like Proto versus like Kome today, and I was like, Proto
I saw that too.
Panic. Like
Exactly. Yeah, I was like, if he were like a little more disciplined in a few situations, he would have won most of those games. But sometimes he would just get really uncomfortable and kind of panic, and then get hit by like Speed Shulk, and that's bad. Like if you get hit by like Speed Shulk,
You're gonna die.
Then you're probably gonna die. But like outside of Speed Shulk, when you don't get hit, it's fine. Like you just take the damage and keep it moving.
Yeah.
And we heavily outrange Shulk.
Yeah.
Like Megawatt in general heavily outranges Shulk.
Yeah, it's like
and it's really easy to. It's like really easy to edge guard him, low key.
Yeah.
Like
you have to just do run off like Ram Nair's like. For some reason, I never see Proto just go like run off near Proto people, but it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so we're gonna put this even?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I used to think it was like Shulk Pikachu bad. Like I thought it was really bad, and then I played it a little bit, and I was like, oh okay, this isn't nearly as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
1 second. I gotta be right back for a quick second, okay?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom in that case. I'll be right back.
Oh, true. It's break time. Yo, Dabuz chat, what's good? My chat, what's good? How y'all living? Wait, wait, what? No, it's good.
Alright, I'm back.
We're really gonna be learning Sora? Yeah. Yeah, okay, so at first, it's funny. Actually, at first, my original Discord message, I put like, it was really early in the bracket, and I was like, if he wins with solo Sora, then I'll drop Min Sheik, but nobody shook. So I was like, y'all some homies for not shaking, because I didn't want to. I was playing Sheik more just because you beat Bark Frog easily. I've played that matchup so much that I just know what to look for. But essentially, like, Sheik outcamps us because we can't just throw a button. We can't press a button because she just reacts with needles. It's really dumb. And if we ever get hit, like pretty much any hit leads to us potentially dying at pretty much like most percents. Especially because like one thing that most people don't talk about when they talk about Min is how bad her hurt box is. She gets hit by some stupid combos because her hurt box is awful. So it's really hard to avoid like a lot of things that Sheik does, and she just like frame traps you into oblivion. Even if you do air dodge out, because it's not like you can press a button out of Sheik's frame traps. Like she'll just press another button. So even if you start to air dodge out, you'll just get frame trapped.
All right, I returned.
Hello.
Okay, Snake. So I'm actually not sure about Snake because
Don't know if Pink is deafened or not.
Huh? Deafened.
Okay, you have not. All right.
Yeah.
So Snake's weird. I feel like we should beat him on paper, but then whenever I play the matchup, it doesn't feel that bad for Snake because it's kind of like grenades blocking our stuff is really annoying. So like we swing and there's a grenade, he just like goes, oh, it's blocked, and they can like dash attack us. We're throwing another grenade in our face, and like since we don't have like, it's like annoying to like pick up grenades and throw it back at him because we're so slow. And then like we're just a big target, so we're actually not towards the edge guard.
Huh?
Honestly, I would say that we win +1 because in the matchup, we have to play extremely different than other matchups. Like I would say that I love SV in Battlefield versus Snake because I can get in their face so fast. And I think getting in Snake's face is really good so that they don't have any time to set up. Ram and Nair can combo into anything you want, and then get them off stage and you can just destroy their up B and they'll just fall down to their death. Really good.
Wait, now when you say in their face, like what type of distance are we talking about here? Like,
I'm talking like Ram Nair's length away.
Oh.
Interesting. I can't. I don't want to fight Snake there at all.
I don't get that close. Yeah, I don't get that close. I'm like max dash attack range away.
Yeah.
I really like Ram Nair's length away. Because then I have the option of burst and I can switch to Megawatt. Switching to Megawatt is also really good, just because Megawatt in general beats Snake.
I just don't want to be next to Snake. Like, what if we just like pulls a grenade trades and like he pulls out, I hit his grenade, explodes, hits me, and then he puts me into smash. And it's like he's setting up all this stuff, and it's sort of for me to get a chance to swing now because our attacks are slow.
I honestly think that us trading with Snake grenades are not too bad. Because we're both up in the air, but we have like Dragon Arm and Ram or Megawatt. So we can actually still hit them from far away, but they're far away from us. We can actually frame trap them from their own grenade. We'll be at around the same distance.
Fair. I'm just thinking like if we hit his grenade, he like shields. Like like we're up close, we narrate this grenade shield, we get hit by him. Or something.
Yeah,
yeah.
We get hit by that.
We also have grab though.
Yeah, we can grab it.
But that's like
slow. So I can see why you think that's bad.
I don't think that it's like bad. It's just not my preferred distance. Like that's not the distance where I would think like this is why we beat Snake. It would just be a distance like, oh, it's like an even-ish situation for us if we decide to outplay him.
Yeah. It's like
or like
a lot of things like that. It's just so many situations where it's like we have to outplay him, which is fine. But we don't just like win situations that way.
Yeah, there are like some like distance-wise where we can kind of like just pressure him for free just by like existing. But like getting off the ledge is really hard, which is like a common theme in most Min matchups, but it's also Snake, and Snake's ledge trapping is stupid. Yeah. So you have like a really hard time getting off ledge. If we make it, that's the thing, like first, it's just a lot of stress in that entire situation. Like we're in a tournament set, you're like, okay, I just got sent off stage, now I have to like figure out how to recover versus Nikita. And then you get put on the ledge and you're like, now I have to figure out how to get off the ledge. And you have to like continuously make like good decisions over and over again. Where like if he makes even like a slightly correct decision just through like his set play, he throws you back off stage and you have to do it again.
Yeah. Versus Nikita is actually pretty easy to do because Megawatt can be very accurate with hitting it.
We can like hit the Nikita, but then he just like kind of like runs off and dares, so that's honestly works pretty well for gaming.
Like it's not that hard to like hit the Nikita, but like if he can like bait you into it, right? So like he can just like send the Nikita out toward you and then just drop it because he knows that you're gonna swing, and then you have to figure out how to recover it against him being off stage. And if he's already off stage, like after you swing and do the Nikita with his back facing you and you try to tether, then he'll just back air and you just die. Like there's a lot of different ways that he can force you to like have to do different mix-ups off stage and just like swinging.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue. Like off stage isn't awful, it's just that he has enough tools to like to make us die.
And then like neutral wise though, I think like it's like slight min in neutral. Yeah. And disadvantage wise, I think we do pretty well with just like the combination of dealing with high recoveries really well, because we can up smash their landing if like if we put them in like a weird situation where they have to do like B reverse grenade and we don't go for the up B, we just up smash their landing because up smash will hit them and reflect the grenade. So like there's a few different ways you can go about it, and if you have Ram out, you can just clip the bottom of his feet to where you don't hit the grenade if you're in like a position for that in the air, but it still can be pretty hard. It's not like free or anything. I can see even, I can see an argument for either.
I would say that my Snake thing is similar to your Rob thing, where I believe in what I'm saying, yet I know that nobody else agrees. Well, I'm fine with putting it in even if you guys want to do that.
I can see it being +1, but I feel like it's more even, which is a surprise. Because I would think when first came out, I was like, oh, this character destroys Snake for sure, and then it's like, it's a very complicated matchup, I'll say. I think there's a lot of innovation in both sides for it, so it's like hard to really judge when it's like hasn't been cracked open that much yet. Because I don't think there's any like min players grinding with like top level Snakes regularly. It's like no one's really like grinded it out like a high level. Anyway, Sonic. So I
don't like Sonic too much, but I would say it's actually even.
I have not played this matchup like at all offline really, but on paper it's either even or losing.
Yeah, I don't know which one.
It's even because it used to be winning for us because we could actually up smash his down B and side B, but now we actually can't do that because of the up smash nerf.
One thing I consider is that
yeah,
so I know
I'd say it's even.
Frodo won't play Min versus Ken. He always goes Lucina.
That's interesting.
At least I've never seen him go Min versus Ken. It's always Lucina.
Ken the
like,
player.
Yeah, like Ken, like the Sonic player in Japan.
Okay.
So to me, that's like I haven't played it that much. At first, I liked it as Min, then I played it more. I didn't like it, and when I see that, I'm like, maybe Sonic's speed is just really hard for us to deal with because it's like, I mean, it's Sonic being fast versus Min who hates fast characters that can burst us down anyway.
I think I know why Proto thinks that. It's because he's, from his gameplay, he's more of a Ram oriented player. Like,
yeah,
just naturally. I'm a megawatt enthusiast and just more of a megawatt user. So I think that like Sonic's even because we can beat out his side B and down B, or at least clank with it if we don't do smash attacks, which is better. So I think that it's even because we can also catch his jumps off stage. Yes, they can do forward air, but when we're the one edge guarding as well, and we can bait them to do uppies really easily because of Dragon Laser.
I can agree to even. I think losing is maybe like a stretch. I could see it being losing, but I couldn't see it being out favor basically. So I can agree to even.
Are you fine with even?
Yeah, I have not that experience in the matchup.
Yeah,
I haven't. I like this. It's weird. Like Sonic's good, but it's kind of rare.
Yeah, it's just like no one wants to play him really.
Yeah, fair enough. Can we put Sora in like just came out tier? Like I don't know.
Can I talk first?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this. I don't think any of us know for sure where Sora goes.
Yeah.
So I think we can just not add him or put him next to Min.
I think we just don't add him. I will say, playing the matchup from both sides a bit, it feels like an even matchup from the little bit I've played. Because
it seems slightly Min favor.
If anything, it's slightly Min favor, but the reason I lean towards even is because it's actually very easy for Sora to like kind of like jump in air, bounce off our arm with an air and get close to us, and it's like, because of that and the fact that Sora's like Nair is kind of big, his back air is massive, you actually like can test our Nair pretty well close. His projectiles are very nice to like annoy us because he's floating around, drifting back and forth, and like it just hits us for whiffing anything. Thunder especially is like a punish for us pressing too many buttons. And then like him bouncing off arms with like Nair and Fair is kind of obnoxious along with his edge guarding being good. But then he's slow and floaty, so it's hard for him. So yeah, I'll just leave up Trump for now, but I think it's gonna end up being an even matchup.
Alright, 1 second, gotta mute. For a second.
Alright. Well, we can edge guard Sora probably. Yeah, Sora's actually not sort of edge guard as people thought he was. Oh, we get to. Oh yeah, we get into some of the annoying characters now.
We're getting into some of the juicy matchups. Once you hit S, you start getting into some juicy matchups.
I think, yeah, exactly. It's like all these tier lists, like the first half of the tier list is like bad characters, and then it's like, oh wait, here's the relevant stuff everywhere. I will say I hate Steve Min. I detest that matchup. The more I play it, the more I don't like it.
I just think it's boring.
I know you think you have to basically play it as lame as possible, which I can see.
It's so boring.
I play the matchup and I'm like, I'd rather play Olimar over Steve, which people Olimar.
We talking about
Steve.
Steve. Okay.
It's like I'd rather
I
play
personally
Olimar
think
versus him, but that might just be me.
The Steve meta is still evolving. Like it's getting crazy. It's the massively evolving meta of all the characters.
Bro, we get hit
so
once.
I would say, at this current moment, offline, I would put Steve as even or slightly losing from Min.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. Because I would say probably even. I can see it becoming a slight losing, which is so surprising. But I'm not like confident in that because it's Min's fucking broken versus that kind of archetype.
Yeah. I'm down for even.
Alright.
You guys down for even?
Yeah, because like, I don't know, he has some annoying things.
So
I just think it's really hard for him to get meaningful hits, but
yeah,
he can kind of like force weird situations.
It's
just through like minecart alone is weird because like obviously you can hit him out of it. Like if you just do like ram or whatever, you hit him out of it. But then like
hit minecart instead.
Yeah, well that's because it's like invincible. if
he
he has
like a tangibility during certain parts. Oh, invincibility.
Yeah, like it's invincible. Like when you first pull minecart, I think if you have gold, I think that's how it works. Something like that. It might just be invincible when you pull minecart. So sometimes you do hit minecart, but you like even then sometimes I like hit Steve and then it just keeps going and you're like, oh, this is annoying because I just hit him, but now I kind of have to like maneuver my way around minecart and then like he forces some weird interaction that you don't want.
And honestly, Steve being so thin makes him hard to combo, so like, a lot of our bullshit doesn't work on him. Meanwhile, we get caught by all of his bullshit.
Yeah,
all of it.
That's why also there's an argument for slightly losing for Min.
Yeah, because we also can't
100% not winning.
Like you can't kill blocks that well. We can like nair them. We can like hit them with tilts, but it isn't fast enough to do that. We can like center them and down smash, which is decent. But that's like we gotta get close enough to do it. They have to give us a setup that lets us down smash the blocks, and he kind of just basically is able to play a long game versus us, which is fine if we want, except he gets diamond. But if our game plan long term is let him get diamond and fight him, then it's like I don't want to do that.
That's kind of bad.
So Terry is weird.
I think we win it.
I feel like with Terry, he's actually a character that he gets hit and he can just like crack shoot out of disadvantage. It's so hard for us to chase it.
I think we win versus Terry.
I've only had one experience playing Terry, and I was playing riddles and bracket, and I had no idea what was going on. I couldn't figure out like where to stand in the matchup, and that's really strange.
Yeah, like he has so much burst range from the air. He's so fast on the ground, and like even if you like grab him and back throw him, it's surprisingly hard to kill him because his up B like goes through like our Ram. It's like if you like space his up B properly though, he will actually just completely avoid our like Dragon Edge guards. So we had to go off stage and hit him with like nairs or forward tilts. But he's fast in the air, especially with his burst options. Like getting those edge guards, if he's not like a high percent, it's so hard because they're just crack shoot before you can hit him. Up B, we just can't edge guard him. So we have to like win neutral over and over versus a very fast character with no range, no range, comboable. And like if he commits their burst option and whiffs, he'll just get Megawatt in the face. I think Megawatt's better than Ram in this matchup for a lot of situations. But like, geez, we actually have to put work in to get kills. Whereas he just like won't die to 100 minimum probably. And we get caught by all the bullshit combos, all like the rising fair, like jab, down tilt, like are you okay? Just works on us and we just blow up. And even like neutral B like off stage will edge guard us.
In the Terry matchup, I do mostly use Megawatt, but I also mix in Ram there mostly for edge guarding. I mostly just, honestly, corner camp them. Because Terry's combos, especially when he has go, like F tilt into are you okay, but that doesn't work when you're at ledge, because I get sent off stage already. Same with his power geyser, it doesn't work. But the thing is, if we get them off stage once, it's very, very hard for them to recover back. They have to go all the way down and then use their invincible up B. But if we know they're trying to go down, then we can just send a Ram down or send a Dragon Laser to cover it and then read their jump. It's extremely hard for them to get back. Because they're slow in the air, it's hard for them to get back to the stage at ledge because it's hard to jump and then not get hit by Min's Dragon Laser or Ram. And we can just jump and nair them and then combo them to death and send them back off stage. I will say though that if we do get hit by a Terry at around center stage, it is deadly and does a lot of damage, but we won't die like right away. We'll just take a lot of damage and get disadvantage. But then we still have more range. When we're off stage, we can still hit them. So I would say that it's +1. +2. There's an argument for that, but I would say +1.
Definitely not +2. There's no way. I could see the +1 because, like, I've played Riddles in the matchup and like it feels evenish, but also like when I play the matchup with Riddles, I use more Ram than I do nowadays. I mean, more Megawatt than I use nowadays because I was at Summit, and I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't be using that much Ram. It's just like, shit. We also like really get messed up on block, like more than most characters. So we're forced to like run around and press buttons, but we're so much slower. I can see the argument for +1 though, to be honest. Like it feels even, but like when I played Riddles, like I said, I was at Summit and I was kind of still keeping it even despite not playing the matchup as well as I should have been probably.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, my only experience is like playing 3 games against Riddles and getting absolutely smoked. So I don't know.
My chat's saying
Right, so even. Well, don't listen to the chat.
I know.
I mean, I don't know.
You do
Maybe
+1?
it's.
It's not even at all. They lose 2 bad off stage for it to be even.
I don't think off stage that is that
It
bad.
really should. I guess we hit him like in the corner. The thing is, he's saying if we hit him in the corner, the situation we put him in from hitting him at the corner puts him in like a really easy to kill spot, which I think that's fair. Like if we hit him off stage, like when he's already in the corner at like higher percents, he should just die. That's fair. I can see it being +1 because it's just that we have to ledge trap him. It's like if we don't get the ledge traps going, we won't kill him at all. It's like high percent, so we're gonna lose.
Yeah,
Or
you
minions,
have
we
to
should get like
the
those
ledge
ledge trap
trap.
going at some point. So fine.
Are we fine with +1?
Yeah. And Toon Link's pretty obvious +1, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Wario's +1.
Now, here's the thing. I have very, very, very little experience versus Wario because I got into tournaments when Wario was falling down. So I have not ever fought a Wario offline.
I think Wario is even because it's one of those matchups where it's like he floats in the air too much.
Yeah.
And like we just can't like hit him floating in the air that well, and then like we're super combo food. Like we get caught by like waft confirms even after the nerf.
Yeah.
It's like how do we? It's like fighting like Wing Sephiroth, sort of. Where it's just like he's just jumping around hitting us and pressing buttons. We're just like, well, gotta commit. Meanwhile, he's like not committing to his air movement because we have to commit first to like nair him, up smash him, whatever. Where he just drifts around and says, yeah, I don't fucking care. I'm just gonna avoid this. And like he's also tiny, so he's hard to hit with combos. He's heavy though, so he's hard to kill sometimes. He's not easy to edge guard, which is big because most characters mimic just edge guards.
He's low key easy to edge guard. You just have to go off stage. Like,
So what do you guys want to put in?
I honestly
Like-
think he's losing from him, but maybe that's too much.
whoa.
Like I played this matchup a lot with like BD Bean in particular and 9 Super Pie, and it always just feels like, man, it's not awful for us, but I do have to take risks. Whereas the Wario player doesn't have to take many risks. They just get like random hits in and convert that, and occasionally get punished trying to be aggressive with their approaching.
Do you
we
what stages do you normally play them on?
That's a
we
good
play
point.
friendlies, so it's like whatever you get. But I actually like Battlefield in this matchup. Surprisingly,
Yeah.
Like, I like Battle. I actually like the smaller stages like Battlefield, Smashville, FD. But I don't like stuff like PS2.
I don't like PS2. That's
Town.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
bro. I don't. Dude, when I fight Wario players in bracket, like PS2 start, I go. I'm all. I'm like, nope.
Dude, because they just sit on the platform.
Yep,
and
they're like.
jump.
I'm like, no,
That's
we're
it.
striking PS2. We're striking Town, and guess what? We're banning PS2.
Yeah.
That's how every Wario set goes.
Yeah, I
don't
think like when it's on PS2, it feels really hard, but like other stages, it doesn't feel that bad. Oddly enough, like I'll let Wario's go to Smashville. Like it feels
Yeah.
better on Smashville than it does on PS2.
It's actually nice for us in Smash, but it might be one of those like stage type of matchups again.
So if you two agree that the only really bad stage is PS2, then wouldn't it be better to put him in either even or winning?
Yeah, that's fair.
I think we win, but
I can see the winning argument. I just don't like it, but maybe it's just me like not liking it personally because I can see us just like using like jump back Mega Watt to like stop him from doing shit.
Yeah.
Whereas
So then we could do winning?
yeah, we can put him in the winning. I don't
Alright.
personally agree with it, but I can see Pinkfresh's point. Okay, Wii Fit's just winning +1. Simple
Yeah.
as that.
If it is
Yep.
fun. I like that matchup and it is winning.
uh-oh.
Okay, I think we lose to Wolf.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh.
I've learned how to fight Wolf because I used to have a mental block versus them, but now I'm really good at the matchup. And I can say that we do slightly lose, I would say, just because Wolf's mobility is crazy and their nair hurts. It's definitely winnable. Like it's only like minus 0.5.
Yeah, it's definitely a
It's
minus
heavily
1.
winnable.
It's not even that bad. It's just that like Wolf is able to kill us so easily. Like we get cheesed pretty hard by any mistakes. He's so mobile in the air. Laser's interesting because like we can reflect it for a lot of damage, but also just annoys the hell out of us when we have to commit to reflecting it, or we're just gonna like lose to that move alone. And like if we jump, you can just like catch our landing so easily. if he's near us, he can just do like rising aerials and hit us so easily. And like our attacks tend to just not be fast enough to like stop his pressure. When you factor in like mix-ups like that, like just like rising aerials, just mashing dash attack, crossing us up.
One thing we do have though is stalling off stage. With our smash attacks or up B, like if they're trying to snipe us with a laser or jump off in air, we can actually stall off stage pretty effectively and then get back pretty well.
Yeah, I do think we get edge guarded. That's not a big deal in the matchup. Although I'll say edge guarding him is kind of annoying because you have to run off and like tilt him or nair him. Like you're not gonna like
two frame him
because he's just gonna mix it up and like I feel like I never get right in the mix up. It's so annoying.
Yeah, it's better to go off and ram him or megawatt him.
But
Megawatt's actually better in the matchup in general.
Yeah, but sometimes it's hard to do that, to be honest. And if he gets wrong, like, and he like hits you for like going off at the wrong time and gets back on stage, his ledge trapping is dumb. Like nair ledge trapping, as basic as it is, actually is so annoying for us. And the nair sends us at the worst angle. Like if you get naired off like at the ledge, we can easily die off stage just from the knockback alone, not even the edge guard. But the edge guard is also actually free from at that point.
Yeah, what I do versus Wolf ledge trapping mostly, especially if they're spamming nair or even just charging down smash, which they'll rarely do, of course, is I'll drop off of ledge and then do an instant jump up air and then fastball back on the stage.
It's pretty effective. Ledge up smashes, but yeah, the point is we have to mix up the ledge. It's so easy from the ledge trap us otherwise.
Yeah, dropping off, jumping, and up airing can catch their nairs pretty easily.
Yeah,
which is good.
He also like jumps around it super easily and it's just like swinging, so you can't even grab him. Like a good wolf player is just almost impossible to grab.
So are we fine with, or rather, Pink? What do you think?
Pink?
Yeah, -1 seems fine.
Okay, wow. I thought we could disagree on a lot of stuff, and then we're just agreeing on everything.
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily agree with Wolf, but Wolf is like
have different views. We're giving different reasons for why it's the same matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that joint is mad hard on certain stages, but
yeah, that too.
I think Wolf has enough stages that he can win on to where he may win the matchup.
Yeah,
like,
it's like if we only have
PS2. I think we lose on PS2 really
I think
bad.
PS2 is fine, not great, but fine.
I actually love PS2 versus Wolf.
I like Town a lot versus Wolf. It's like we like
Town. Yeah. I like Town. I like Battlefield, and everything else feels losing.
I love PS2 and I love Town.
I like all agree on Town then, yeah. I definitely like Town. I guess I like Kalos. I feel like I like Kalos in the matchup.
I don't even have Kalos legal in my region, so I can't even say anything.
Right.
Oh yeah, I guess we do have Cal, but I think I usually get Kalos banned against me, so I guess that makes sense.
Maybe not Kalos. All right. I think Yoshi is kind of just discount Wario in a lot of ways in the matchup. The main thing is that Yoshi is just a bit better at perching in general, but he isn't nearly as punishing.
I honestly like the Yoshi matchup because the most important thing in the Yoshi matchup is probably to know what beats out his double jump and what doesn't. Stale moves heavily affect if it can beat out the double jump or not.
Yeah.
This matchup.
I will say like he kind of has to approach like at specific angles, and it's not like Wario where if he gets like a falling like back air and then like hits us with like a tech chase or he just missed a tech, it's like up tilt, it's a lot of damage. Or he gets like a falling like up air, but he's got his one of like these little pokes and annoying moves. But he doesn't edge guard this that well. He can't like go out and like hit out tether surprisingly well because it's not enough range and he's so floaty that like he hits us off stage. We like fast fall in there up B and he can't really hit that. So he doesn't edge guard and like he's hard to kill and keep him disadvantage. Like we kind of just should consistently chunk him out. It's like an even or winning matchup. I kind of lean towards even because I think
it's even.
We have to constantly chunk him out. Okay, cool.
Even, yep.
And then we just beat Youngling. We actually punch through his projectiles.
It's so free. It's so free. It's crazy how free it is.
I would put as +2 free, but it's definitely free.
I'm Ash versus Zelda. I don't know.
It's definitely
we do beat Zelda. It's +1. We can outcamp them really easily.
The main thing is like we have to be careful because it's one of those matchups where like we outcamp, but if we get too predictable with our projectiles, she'll like upbeat us or like find a chance to dash attack us or like charge it down B like in a spot we're not hitting her and then like pressure us that way and then like it's the ledge versus Zelda as min, but we just beat her and then I think I feel like 0 starts even, but then every time I play it, it feels losing. like on paper it should be even, but then in practice it feels losing.
Bro, I
dear.
thought for a moment that Min won. Bro, I've been playing it recently and I'm like, this is so fucking hard.
With AOS, right?
Yeah, it's so hard.
Like, I used to play him and use it all the time, and I'd be like, playing him like, okay, this should be fine for Min. You know, Zeus is fast, but like, just don't commit to too many bad attacks or anything. And that's like, no, it doesn't work like that at all, because she's just committing to attacks and we can't commit to shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say, like, I haven't fought too many ZSS, like, very good ones offline. But I would say that we lose the matchup, even if it's just slightly. Because it's hard for us to get everything, really, and they can recover well.
Yeah, and like...
It's hard for us to do anything in general.
I feel like I can't press buttons. It's weird. Like, I'm like worried that I might just randomly get, like, I'll like throw out an arm and they'll just do flip, jump, and neutral, and I'm like, well, I fucked up. Like,
yeah, that's the worst thing.
That's such a bad feeling.
Yep. Like, flip, jump, and neutral actually is so hard for us to hit. Like, even when we just wait for it and try and punish on reaction, it's just so hard. Our attacks are so slow. Like, she's in disadvantage and it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think this is losing because we can't keep her in disadvantage ever.
Yeah, we're fine with losing, right?
Yeah.
Alright, that's everyone. Do we want to think like, hey, maybe we should change this right now? Think anything? I think it's fine.
It's like, I'm trying to think of the same matchups that like I'd switch between like winning or losing, because I don't care if character is +2 or +1, to be honest, that much. Actually, I kind of do, but
I know that a lot of these we don't. We have individual different thoughts, but overall we agree on like, it could be this.
Yeah, like a lot of these +1s is like one of us thinks even, and two of us is like, yeah, it's +1. I think for the minus ones, we basically universally agree though that like we lose like every -1 and worse.
All right, so we got it.
Yeah, Min sucks. Look at this matchup chart.
Dang, we lose to Puff.
True.
It's like, imagine losing the Puff. I mean, honestly, she's one of those characters where it's like, she cleans up all the garbage characters and some decent ones. And like, then there's, you know, the ones we put as winning, like Palutena, that probably are our favorite, but are kind of debatable. And then like, she just has a lot of even matchups versus like a lot of the relevant characters. It's like, I go into a tournament with her and I never feel like I'm gonna run into a lot of winning matchups at like higher levels of bracket. Because everyone's playing shit like Wolf, Rob, Joker, Diddy Kong nowadays, PT, Aegis, and it's just like, alright, where's my younglings? Where's my like Mega Mans? Like, you don't run into the good shit for her anymore.
I still believe that we win versus Diddy Kong, but I'm fine with it being +1. Sorry, -1.
That's why I said, like, most of these things we agree. I think I mentioned Diddy Kong in particular is one thing we don't agree on.
Rob is my, like, I will never agree on Rob.
And Pikachu's my, like, it's doable, but no. I can't convince you guys, so it's fine.
We each have our thing. For Dabuz, it's Pikachu. For Pink, it's Rob. For me, it's Diddy Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Coincidentally, they're all in losing.
Yeah. It's like, low-key, a lot of these matchups that are even could be losing. Just because, like...
They could be, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so, like, almost all these are just like, yeah, it's even, but it's so much scarier for us and the opponent in, like, all these matchups.
But there's an argument that Game & Watch is losing for us.
I feel like there's an argument for, like...
There's an argument for that.
I feel like there's arguments for, like, Bowser, Falcon, and Roy losing. And even Fox.
That's also true.
And just, like, so many of these characters, there's arguments for us losing, where it's like, I can't find an argument for us, like, beating those characters, though. It's like, a lot of these even matchups are, like, even or losing, not even or winning.
Yeah.
A lot of them are also dependent on like the stages, because we chose a lot of matchups based on stages as well.
Yeah, that's just a Min thing where it's like, bro, I've never played a character where like the rule set matters as much as with Min. Because there's just so many rule sets where it's like, 3 bad stages and 2 bans. I guess I'm gonna be playing Olimar this weekend.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh wow, 2 bans and no bad stages for us. Min land. It's so annoying.
It's good. Only 8 losing matchups.
Dang.
Yeah.
This character's crazy.
Character's alright.
This character kind of top tier.
Yeah, this character's a good mid tier.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
If you made a Sora matchup chart in 2 weeks, I guarantee you it would not look as good as this.
Bro, I actually hit a sub goal to make a Sora matchup chart. I still have to get that done. Like my early like impressions chart, not like actual like.
Sure.
No,
Yeah,
we all play
obviously.
Sora. We could do that chart too.
I gotta go get food soon, so I can't do that chart.
Yeah, you need to go to Fusion, right?
I also.
No.
Oh no,
I'm
you're
going
going
to
out to get food.
No, I'm getting food. I was gonna go to Fusion, but
Actually-
roommate won't get food with one of his friends. But he's still in the area.
I
so,
actually didn't have lunch. I'm
Yeah,
hungry.
you need to freaking eat. It's like almost 5 o'clock over
yeah,
there.
man. Damn.
Well, lunch o'clock is 2 p.m. for me. It's like
Alright,
1
well,
to
y'all.
2 is lunch.
This was a fun ass time. I will catch you all later. I think probably make this
True,
matchup
I'm about
chart.
to play some Sora. True.
Well, thanks for
Sora's
having me.
Fun. Thanks for
Yeah, it was
your
fun.
opinions. It was a good time. Yeah.
A lot's better than Ramros.
What? All right. Take care, y'all.
BBs.
Oh yeah, unban me from Mario Kart.
Nope. Yo! Holy crap! The Red Luma. Man just dropped 25 gift subs. Holy shit, bro! Oh my god! Yeah, I was about to ask about the gift sub thing. As I left the call, and boom, you're right there on it. Oh my man! My man! God damn! Also, want a frog face. All right, man, I can send you the chart. Bro, that's OD. Let's go, Red Luma. Let's go, dude. You're a homie, you know that. All right, y'all, and that is the matchup chart. If you didn't get a gift sub, well, damn, your luck kinda sucks. Not gonna lie. Let it be like that, you know. All right. Yeah, we definitely have to play some more games together, bro. I'm down. When I got a chance, I am so down. Also, maybe let me send you the thing real quick. Post this on Twitter as well. Okay. All right.